Hey, stop looking up death rattles.
Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Oh, hey, Internet, and welcome back to the Intoxicated Podcast, Halifax's weekly comedy variety talk show, where I, your host, Sarah McClellan, shoot the shit with comedians, creators, and characters. You guys, we're at episode 199. How freaking insane is that? I still can't get over how fast time goes by when you're releasing podcasts literally every single week for almost 4 years. It's a lot of podcasts. It is super exciting to hit that 200 milestone, and we are real damn close to that, you guys. This week, I have two familiar returning guests. You know them, you love them. Intoxicated regular, an amazing comedian, Travis Lindsay, is back with me this week, and joining him is Chris Halef. He's an okay comedian. Just kidding. They're both extremely funny guys. I love hanging out with these two. I love shooting the shit with both of them. So I thought that this would be a really good pairing for episode 199. And hey, what are you guys doing this Valentine's Day weekend? Which I guess technically starts today/tomorrow if you listen when this drops. There's some comedy shows coming up featuring all of us from this episode, and I'm going to tell you about them right fucking now. Here in Halifax, Friday through Saturday, Travis Lindsay is going to be at Elle's Bistro along with Jordan Foisey. So that's 3 nights of comedy shows. Elle's Bistro. If you're looking for some really fun plans this weekend, I highly recommend checking that out. It is $15 and you can book a table in advance. I will leave links below to that. And also, Chris Halef and I are going to be doing a show in Tattamagush, Nova Scotia. It is a Valentine's Day comedy show at the Grace Jollymore Arts Center, and that starts at 8 p.m. and it is by donation only. So if you are a listener like that's nearby Tattamagush or in Tattamagush or is interested in driving to Tattamagush to see the show, we would love to have you. It's going to be so fun. I'm wildly excited. It's my first out of town show. Let's hope I don't fuck it up. So I'll be sure to link below to information on those shows. Keeping this intro short because this is a long episode, you guys. I say this every week. It is 2.5 hours, so I'm going to get right to it. But before I do, I'm going to let you know that I would appreciate an Apple Podcast rating or review. It helps the podcast out more than you know in terms of charting and visibility. And when you don't have a huge marketing budget, things like that really help out the podcast. So if you're a returning listener, consider leaving me an Apple Podcast rating or review. That would be amazing. You could even do both. That would be extra amazing. Also, you can follow the podcast on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Check out the YouTube channel as well for video versions of episodes. And there's a hot new Patreon bonus episode up on Patreon. So if you are interested in bonus content, you can sign up at patreon.com/intoxicated. The latest Patreon bonus episode is me and Matt Baker, last week's guest, reviewing my first bomb. I guess my first bomb that I felt was a true personal bomb. Who knows? Maybe people think I bomb all the time. I don't know, you guys. Stand-up comedy is a weird thing to do. But it has been a journey. It has been so much fun. And it's made even better when I have two great friends like Chris and Travis to kind of talk me through things and shoot the shit about comedy. I fucking love it. And I think you guys are going to love this episode. So I'm going to get right to it. I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode with Chris Halef and Travis Lindsay.
They're looking good, Trav. Okay, yeah. Big. Fuck, dude.
Hell yeah.
Look at my jawline.
It's always okay. We are rolling. This is it. This is episode 199.
Yeah.
And this is. I feel like my podcast is becoming like the little. Is it the little engine that could, or the little train that could?
It's the engine.
Where he's chewing up the hill.
Yeah, well, it's the engine. The engine's the thing that's got to get you there.
Right. And he's like, I just need to get up. That's kind of how I feel currently. We're back.
You know a good trick. A good trick. This is what you do. In radio, if we know we want to edit, we do this. We go. You see that? And now you'll see two distinct claps right there. and that'll just fucking let you know that you got to cut right
Oh boy, the king of distinct claps, Chris Halef.
there. That's right.
One when he walks on stage and one when he leaves.
You only do 2 days after all, eh? Day you go in, the day you come out.
Oh my God. But this is 199, guys. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
This is kind of, very, very exciting.
So
So,
it's-
guys,
so
you
at
guys
least I
know
can
these
do.
two. You guys know these two quite well, but we're going to reintroduce them. Chris Halef is back.
Hello.
Last time you were here, you were with Albert and Kyle.
Yes, I know. And I know Travis had some pretty critical things to say about that episode. In my defense, I will say, like Kyle and Albert, they are hard people to record with. And you nailed it. I was like, I just wanted to be one of the cool kids.
Yeah.
And I had to go along with the flow.
Well, okay.
But they are also my, whatever.
Okay. And we're also here with Intoxicated Regular.
Hello.
I would say, like, regular guest co-host
Yeah.
at this point, Travis.
Sure, I'll take it.
Travis Lindsay.
Hello.
Fresh off a virtual comedy festival.
Yeah.
Hubcap. Literally,
Yes,
just did it.
literally right here. Yeah.
God, I laughed so
So,
hard. He said that he was using his friend's sex cam curtain
Isn't it very,
backdrop.
very cam girl?
It is. It
Yeah,
is. I
yeah.
even got the fairy lights,
Yeah.
which all cam girls need
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
How you doing, baby?
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's cam girl voice. But this is interesting. So you guys, this is the first pairing of you two alone
Yes.
in this podcast.
On this one, I did one episode of Boys Club with Travis there. And
Yeah.
that was the last
Oh,
time,
that's
yeah.
right. You did 2 boys clubs, didn't you? You
Yeah,
did
one with Travis and one with Vaughn solo.
Yeah, look how that one played out.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck. What happened to that guy? Kidding.
I went to go live on a farm.
No, Travis, he's touring in Ontario. Remember that analogy?
Yes, he's touring.
Living on a farm. There's a pig joke in there somewhere.
I'm actually trying to work on a joke, and it's a clean joke for once.
Yeah, there you go.
About snoring, because like I record my sleep at night.
Yeah.
And like it's horrific the sounds I make.
Yeah.
And it's very snorty, like a pig.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like trying to work on jokes of like, oh, what's the I sound like an overweight man. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be funny with clean stuff, you guys, and it's hard.
Well, see, that's you because you started semi-dirty.
I haven't even ended that, Travis.
Well, actually, this brings up a good point of conversation, I guess. And Travis, you're probably a better person to ask about this, but like when you
I am.
write, okay, fucking still in Halifax. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. When you write, I sound like I'm interviewing you, but
No,
like
I love
when
this.
you write dirty shit and when you write clean shit, because you're not like I wouldn't call you a dirty guy, but like, do you consciously go into it thinking like, I need to write a clean joke right now or a clean story or something?
No, I tend to just go with what comes to me.
Yeah.
And if it is something dirty,
Oh
it's
my
usually
God.
already inherent.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought I wasn't recording the video for a second. Look, my mouse was over the record button. Okay, we're good. No, we've been recording.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
no.
Hold on.
So it just comes like you don't act. It's just whatever comes at the
Yeah,
moment.
and mainly because it's storytelling stuff. You know, so I try to keep it clean.
Yeah.
And also, like, people think clean means straight. Well, I was having Dunkaroos the other day, and the niftiest thing that's not clean. I've made my Easter egg joke
Yeah.
work clean.
Yep.
Yeah, it has a dirty element, but it's...
Yeah, but and then I just use my word choice carefully.
Yes.
There's no, even I Love Lucy found ways to allude to fucking.
Yes.
It's not impossible to.
You don't jam it down their throats.
Yeah, you don't jam it. You don't jam it down their throats. Yeah, and
But that's the thing I was talking about with Matt. I don't know if it was on the Patreon episode or...
I listened too. He said some very kind things about me. Yeah.
Oh, you're glaring at me.
Well,
I did a slight dig at you.
No. It wasn't that. No. But like, something about me being a great writer or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't have to talk about me.
Matt Baker said Sam and Chris are two of the best writers. Joke writers.
I mean, that's very sweet. He's, and Matt's an original, and why would he be a hack and compliment me?
We all know you're good.
Yeah.
See, I always take
remind you.
something like that as like because I would say that you're in Sam's class. is like a big chunk of the scene currently. Like those
I'd
people
say
who
so,
are
yeah.
like the two. Because how long are you in?
I am. I would say. 2.5 technically, but when you minus those fucking lockdown months, 2 years I've been doing it.
And Sam's around the same.
Yeah, we started
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
exact week. Like I was one set
Man,
in.
lightning really does not strike twice.
Hey, that's not fair to Sam. Come on. I take that. He did great tonight, by the way.
That's awesome. He always does great.
Yeah,
Both
no.
of you guys always do. You're really
Sammy.
good, consistent, strong comics.
That's the
Both
key.
of you.
That's the key, man. I mean, we learn from the best. Andrew Vaughn.
R.I.P.
Well, you follow his lead.
I'm always thinking about that compliment Martin gave me of like the Vaughn School of Comedy and how important it is to be tight and set up punch, like
Yeah.
simple. Like I'm constantly thinking about that when I'm like writing stuff, and even still I'm like I still got so much to fucking cut out of like just nonsense bullshit like setup stuff that I don't need. And when I was like kind of thinking about the styles of comedy, and I was happened to be sitting with Robbie, who was just like just go up there and talk to them. I just thought of this burn being like there's two schools of comedy: the Robbie Vino School of Comedy and writing jokes.
That's actually.
I'm sorry, Robbie. I love you. And I actually truly admire the talent of being able to go on the fly and be funny like that spontaneously. I actually fucking admire that because I truly don't have that yet. You know?
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
The thing is, you just gotta ask yourself, WWAD, what would Andrew do? Which leads you, unfortunately, to another question. WWTD, what would Travis do?
That's true. And that's the real answer.
Yeah, that is the right answer.
Yeah. No, writing clean is, for me, something I'm trying to do purposely.
Yeah, it's a good thing to try
It's-
to do, and I don't, again, like, don't try to come up with a clean joke. Try to take a joke and make it clean. Take your shit you already have, take it all. And I know it's like sex work. How can we make that? You can find ways.
Yeah, you can make haunted orgy clean.
Anything. I do love this set list. I wish
It looks like a to-do list. You can do better, Levatic.
fertility test, plan B, sex work, stranger session, haunted orgy, love addict.
All milk is bad.
All milk is bad.
Can I come? There you go. Wow.
It's pretty,
I will say, just to add on to what Travis was saying, I kind of do that too. Like, I'll write whatever I think is funny at the moment, like whatever I want to write at that time, and if it ends up being clean or dirty, if it's dirty, then I will try to find ways to make it clean first. And if I can't, which you can, but if it doesn't hit as hard, then I'll kind of keep it as is. But I did that for Hudcap. I changed a couple of dirty things into clean things. They didn't hit as hard, but it still worked. So I think it's good practice to look at your jokes and be like, how can I make this?
And just look at the words. Like if fuck is the funniest part of your bit, then
even the fertility test one, I could just take out the part where I go, I'm into cream pies, and we could just go into pregnancy scares are scary, but but sometimes when you think you're pregnant and you get the negative result, you think why? That actually that's not that dirty, because that's just being you took a preggo test and it was negative, and instead of going yes I'm not pregnant, you went why aren't
But
I?
there's even ways you could say I love cream pies without saying I love cream. You can be, it's a fertility test, blah, 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 blah. Hockey's more exciting without a goalie. It's literally, blah, blah, blah. You put it in the person's head and then they make it feel, and they go, oh, she's talking about shit.
It's kind of like that Louis C.K.'s N-word bit, where it's just you put the thought in my head.
Yeah, no,
that's
I'm
what's
saying, yeah.
So if you can somehow put a cream pie in somebody's head, then you're good to go. That's a good way of putting it, though.
Flip so bad. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start this off with a little icebreaker.
We've been going
Question.
for 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no concept of time anymore.
Don't forget to cut the beginning.
I put on Instagram questions for you guys. We have two. One is from Evan Petrie, who is a big comedy fan, goes to a lot of shows around the city, Intoxicated Patreon. Shout out to Evan Petrie. He asked, Who are the comedians that really influenced your style since starting in comedy?
Ooh.
Should I leave? I don't want to blush.
Come on. You have Patrice O'Neill over here. You'll never live that down.
Your style. That's an interest. Like, influenced your style of comedy.
I'll let Travis start first.
Yeah.
You don't have to burn me every fucking thing I say.
You do such a good job yourself.
Fuck you,
This
man.
is. Don't worry, I'll condition you too, just like this idiot. He only buy me T-shirts and stuff.
I still want a Boys Club T-shirt.
This
by the
is
way.
we'll get you one. Yeah, we'll get
Yeah,
you one
I
for
would
sure.
fucking love
Just
that.
ask Vaughn.
Well, listen, if I'm asking Vaughn anything,
Yeah.
it's not for a Boys Club T-shirt. It's for the fucking Mega Comedy Mondays Instagram password.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like I died with the fucking
and like,
Instagram.
don't threaten her with a good time. She'd love a Ouija board or something. And I gotta come here.
It's cute that you think I don't already have.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, go drink some moon water. Fucking nothing.
I actually, when I told Travis that, I actually said.
I love that joke.
But I said, and
I
like
did.
when I actually told him, you might get some material out of this. This is what moon water is.
Before he even said who it was, I knew who it was. I was just like, this is fucking Sarah. Anyways, go ahead, buddy. Who influenced?
Mine are all cliche shit. Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle. As I got Tony Woods is a big one. You can check out Tony Woods on Netflix right now.
Wait,
Me
what?
and Sam were talking about Tiffany Haddish. Had
Oh,
him on that show.
because I know Godfrey's on that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
God, which that bummed the shit out of me. They got like
Yeah.
fucking Godfrey and Tony are like so
I know.
fucking dope, and it's like, oh, they need.
Yeah, they need Tiffany.
It was one
No
of those
offense to
moments
Tiffany.
where, you know, yeah,
Yeah,
but it
but-
was one of those moments where I went, fuck.
Yeah.
God, is there any chance for us?
No, dude. Well, it's like Jessica
But-
Kirsten in New York. She's fucking hilarious, and Bill Burr had to present one of her specials for
Yeah,
her.
and her brother-in-law's fucking Zach Braff.
I know. It's just fucking stupid.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, you said Pryor, Chappelle.
Yeah, Pryor, Chappelle. You know, Louis still. It's,
Yeah,
you know,
same.
this is- I still have to say Cosby.
Yeah.
Because not like that man, I didn't see him and go, fuck, I want to be
Bill
that
Cosby
funny.
himself is one of the greatest specials ever made.
It's so well done.
Yeah, man.
Patrice.
He has a special, Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby has multiple specials.
Really?
Multiple
yeah.
specials, multiple albums. Like it's.
I have Cosby on cassette, and yeah,
Do you still listen to it?
I can't.
Yeah, Sam.
Just because it bums me out. Like, and again, it's a totally selfish thing where it's, you know, I feel like which in turn makes me feel shitty too. So I try not to watch.
It's like a guilt.
Which sucks, because
cycle.
I love the Cosby Show. Cosby
Yeah.
Show is one of the most hilarious
100.
fucking shows of all time. That's, that's the guy, say what you want about Hitler, but he's not an open micer. It's... You gotta give credit where credit's due. Man's
right,
got
man.
a tight 10.
Yes, he does. A tight 6
No,
million.
no disrespect to a tight 10. That's what Sarah's working on.
Right there. Yeah, right? So, there's a lot of influences, and I am one of those people who's like, I am more interested in the people who love comedy, and I'm someone who likes people that study it and read. If I go, hey, this person, like, oh, I don't know who that is. I'm like, oh, okay.
There is a lot of that I find, especially in like this scene.
I'm thinking, the thing is, I want people that want to do this and want.
Okay, question
be
on
here.
that subject. Do you think someone can be a very talented comedy nerd and not be someone who actually listens to a lot of stand-up?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll quickly insert Albert.
Yes, that's exactly what I
Albert
was
watched a
thinking.
lot of stand up early on, but he doesn't watch any stand up ever now. Like, because for the same reasons that Norton doesn't, which is he doesn't want to get influenced, which is a thing.
No, I think I couldn't tell you that much about new people, but I will watch everything that leading up to now. Because now I don't want anything in my head. I don't want to be like, is that too close to what I'm doing? Like I do try to keep away unless something like really catches my eye or something. That's like, oh, I want to see what this person. There's no way I think they're going to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But that's fine. He's still a comedy
Yes.
nerd. He
Yeah.
still likes the history, and that's what I care about. I don't care about more the history, whether or not you're obsessed with it.
And like the structure and crafting a joke.
Clearly,
and
and he knows.
all
Yeah,
that.
I someone who's like, I like when he says this. Okay,
Yeah.
I like when he says this because it's set up
Yeah.
so early on here. I love when he says this because I saw him when he did it 6 months earlier, and it was a fraction
Oh,
of a well-crafted thing. I love having a fresh new bit on Monday, and then by the time I get around to Snigglies on Sunday, it is something almost completely different. And
Isn't
now
that
it's almost
wild?
ready.
Yeah.
And I love that process. in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah.
I love the, okay, here's where I think this can work. Try it Tuesday. Okay, none of that shit worked. Do it Wednesday. Okay, here and here worked. I think I should bring that back. Maybe hit this part harder. Thursday, boom, boom, boom. And then by the time you get to Sunday, you're like, fuck. I got a new bit.
Fuck yeah!
And I'm so excited to bring it out to stage, and I'm so excited for people to hear it and do it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, again, like I said, like earlier today, I've been dead. This week
Travis,
to me is
okay, we should give some backstory.
fucking write off.
Travis came over to film
Sound
his
check.
virtual comedy fest appearance, and we did a little test. And we were waiting around for the test to have, and Travis was I was just like, "Do you want coffee? Here's a double Americano." I was like, because for a second there, I was like, "Are you sick?"
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, no.
You didn't seem yourself.
No, I've not been all week. I don't know what the fuck it's been since Wednesday, but I've not felt like myself.
Could be Mercury retrograde.
I know.
Fuck up.
It's not that.
Holy shit, this is serious.
Yeah. So I did that, and I woke up Wednesday. I was like, oh, I kind of feel weird. And then Wednesday night, I slept again, and like 2 nights in a row, I felt like I didn't get any sleep, even though I did sleep. I didn't. I woke up a bunch here and there.
Okay.
But like I felt like I'd got zero sleep. Thursday is a total blur to me, which fucking is scary because I was filming for TV that day.
Right.
And I can't tell you shit that I said. I know I ask people their favorite love songs, what goes into a good love song, what's your breakup song, and if you can name the COVID vaccine in Canada, what would you name? I don't remember who I got. I don't remember who I asked. I don't know how it turned out. I don't know if I'm going to be fired this week because I don't know how it went. And in my head, of course, I'm going to assume it went horrible.
Yeah.
One of the cameramen was literally my high school drama teacher, brother.
Oh shit!
And not just my high school drama teacher, like a friend.
Wow.
Like she's like a friend of mine now. We went and coached improv, like, and like I barely acknowledged this man, and I feel like such a dickhead. But I was just so out of it, like I could not string together more than like hi, whatever. It literally felt like I was fucked up, and I was just trying to play it off sober. That's what Thursday felt like to me completely. I could not concentrate for the fucking life of me.
Yeah.
Friday, I felt a little bit normal again, but even when I got to like Lawrence, I was like, I'm out of it today. And today has been the most normal I feel, and I'm slowly getting back to my senses. But I don't know what happened to my sleep pattern that fucked me up so much. But like this week has literally been.
Aside from the sleep pattern,
Terrifying.
like what other like symptoms have you had? Like, are you feeling like? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
This isn't a hack COVID thing or whatever. But like, are you feeling like any
You have a
other
cough?
symptoms?
No, I don't feel sick. I don't feel I can smell shit.
Yeah.
I literally have just felt like I've been like sitting in the passenger seat of my own body and just
Shit, dude. It might be a chemical thing. It might be like you might not be drinking enough water or something like that.
It could be so many things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what it definitely isn't is
Mercury
in retrograde.
I mean,
Mercury.
listen.
I'm on your side.
Get my merch. Throwback Thursday. It's a retrograde.
I don't want to say it is, but I mean, I also had an off week, and I happen to know a lot of people dead. Coincidence? I don't know.
I've never seen you have an on week.
Yeah.
Not once have I ever seen you. Like every time I walk into you, you're always just like, I'm teetering on the brink of death.
I've seen a relieved Monday.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
I went,
You piece of shit. Cheers to that.
Oh my god!
Right.
Just roasted.
Fucking all women are dumb. No, I'm kidding.
Nathan McIntosh
Kidding.
had this woman on his podcast, Kate Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that they had a weird falling out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And like hadn't talked for a long time, and this
wow.
podcast was like their reunion and like talking about it. And he said something similar to her. He was, every time I talk to you, you're going through something. Like you're never not going through something. But this comes down to, currently now for me, it's full-time job, trying to do podcast stuff, trying to also do adult stuff, and then stand-up.
Well, okay.
Managing all of those pools of energy has been a challenge.
But remember when you didn't have a full-time job and you were complaining how you didn't? things have gotten better.
Right, but I was thriving then. And
Thriving in unemployment.
that came out wrong.
You had a funny way of showing it on
What I-
social media. Just constantly, I'm not doing well. Yeah, that's thriving, you dumb fuck. God damn it.
What I mean
In a
was
viral video, you're either the guy handing out the money or you're the homeless guy receiving it.
Yeah. What's happening here? It's like he's mean to people he likes.
I don't know. Why? I know. Ask my ex.
Jeez.
No. We're still friends, but she'll tell you that
You really press this, and I've never seen this woman in my life. I don't know. If
she actually came. She walked by District 5 right after the show. Like, shout out Emma. Like, you know,
Shout
she's a
out
good
Emma.
friend. She's a great person.
I love him.
But yeah,
just different past.
she's cool. She's cool. Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know where we were though. Oh, your influences.
My influences are kind of similar to Travis's. You know, I'm oh, fuck that guy, I tell you. Actually very similar, I would say. Chappelle is a huge one for me. Chappelle, the O&A crowd was big. Jim Norton,
Opie and
Patrice,
Anthony.
Opie and Anthony, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I not so much Anthony these days. You know, I'm definitely not taking. Dude, he has gone off the rails. Because he's like on Twitter, but like as something else, he can't go by his name because he'd get kicked off. So he goes by Compound Boss, and it's just frightening. But yeah, Jim Norton, Bill Burr, guys like that. And then like there's a lot of people. They're not newer, but like kind of like coming up today who I love. Like Sam Morril, I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Mark Norman, I love him. Joe Mackey, Phil Handley. There's this like group of joke writers in New York that like when I watch them, I'm like fucking like they make it look so simple.
Yeah.
Because like you were talking about like sometimes you'll write something and then you're like, oh, it's like a long ass setup or something like that.
too
When you
long.
watch like a guy like Sam Morril in particular, he gets to the meat of it immediately.
Yeah.
And it's very conversational, but like it's usually like the first point you think of.
Yeah.
Getting from point A to point B as quickly as possible. And like he does it in the most natural way. And I love him. His special, I got this on YouTube. Really, really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's
He's got 2 on YouTube. He put out 2 specials last year.
it's called I Got This?
I got this, which was it's my favorite special that came out last year.
Okay.
And then he put out a rooftop special a few months later, which that along with the Colin Quinn and Friends special on HBO Max were my 2, I think the 2 most good, beautiful looking specials last year. You watch them, the skyline of New York, it just looks amazing.
Damn.
Yeah. But highly recommend it. Sam Morril. Fucking great.
There's
guy.
so many like free specials coming out. Like
I think that people releasing specials on YouTube is kind of like the beginning of podcasting, where like there was only a few people doing it, and 10 years from now, a lot of people will have specials on YouTube.
Well, it used to be like where you would just do your old specials, right? Like people would like just throw like an old one, be like, "Here's my 2007." It would even be like, DVD rip, and you're like, "Fuck."
Well, dude, you know what's fucked up is like Comedy Central in particular is just like I don't know what they're doing because they have all these specials in vaults, and every now and again, like a comic like who had a special on Comedy Central will be like, "I'll throw it up on my YouTube page," and then Comedy Central will take it down, and then they're like, "Well, is anybody ever going to be able to watch this?"
yeah.
You know,
Is it accessible at all?
Yeah. They, I don't think they've completely caught up in terms of how people access things. You know.
That's wild.
Yeah, the idea of like, yeah, you got to watch my Comedy Central special 10 o'clock on Sunday. Who does that these days? People like, you know, like with the streaming services, like, you know, they'll pick and choose what they want to watch when they want to watch it. So like you have to do it that way now. You have to change the way you market shit.
But what's interesting is I remember back in lockdown when we all got together on, I don't know if it was Facebook chat or Zoom or something. We watched Mark Norman's special together and like chatted about it while watching it.
Yeah.
That was really interesting. Like the YouTube, like he streamed it. He did like YouTube premiere or whatever, and he was like in the chat.
But then
like,
it's just on the
talking
YouTube.
to people.
Then it's just on there.
It's just on there. But like he got so much money from just people donating
Yeah.
to him.
Oh, well, I mean, he's so that guy is so goddamn stupidly funny. He's
so great.
Great joke writer, but he's almost funnier off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In interviews, oh my
Oh,
god.
that interview he has in Cleveland.
And she's so, you can tell how turned on she is. She's so turned on.
She
by
wasn't
him.
turned on.
Yes, she
You're
was.
overreading it.
Yes, she was.
He talked about it on Jim and Sam.
They were flirting.
They were not. She's married.
Doesn't matter. You can still flirt.
Kenya?
You're gonna marry the wrong person regardless.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Anyways.
We should actually, we're already into the episode, but we should plug, because when this comes out, it'll be the Friday of Valentine's weekend, and we both have shows Valentine's Day weekend.
Well, yeah, you have the weekend at L's.
Yes,
L's Bistro?
I'm at L's Bistro, February 13th, 14th, February 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Yeah, man.
L's Bistro.
Come yesterday.
Get your, come yesterday. Well, I mean, you cut this into a little thing. This is a little promo.
Will that be like your first weekend? Like, when was the last time you did like a weekend?
full weekend?
Yeah.
Fuck. God, I don't know. Man, I really don't know.
You think it was pre-first lockdown?
No,
Well,
I've done PEI. I went to PEI in
Oh,
in
yeah, you
October.
did those shows with Dan.
Oh, that's right.
And I'll be back in PEI in April.
Nice, man.
That'll be good. Hopefully my Comedy Cove gets rebooked. Apparently we're just moving on. It's forward.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'm sure it will, man. We messaged back and forth. He wanted to double check because the restrictions got lifted.
Yeah.
And, I sent him the restrictions saying you're good to go, and he was ecstatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
How
hey,
convenient. Apparently Dr. Strang has a problem with Dr. King.
Fuck. Yeah, and then we got the show at Tittamagush. Tittamagush, the Grace Jollymore Arts Center on February 13th.
Great venue.
Yeah, man, I did it once. I think I did the first one, and you guys did the second one, but you guys actually got to do the big room.
Yeah,
We did not get to do that one.
Which, do you know which
Maybe
one?
they'll have me on one of your shows one time.
Which,
Brother, no.
which one are we in? Do we know?
The big one. Yeah, don't fuck up.
Nervous.
You can fuck up. It's fine.
Actually, I'm actually wildly excited. I think because it's a Valentine's Day show,
It's gonna be
I'm
fun.
exceptionally excited.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what it is.
I'm sure it was the same, but when we went up, it was a good. They're like, it's Tittamagush, so it's like they want to come out. They're coming out to the show. They're there to have a good time. It was a great crowd when we went up,
I hope
and that would be February 15th. This year, my birthday, and that's when we did the show, and it was a good time.
What a fucking sports interview. No, man, it's really good. It's like they came out to play and we came out to play and we met in the middle and seen how it went and, we did our best out there and then we'll see how it all plays out next time.
Yeah, this is a must-win game.
How old did you turn on the 15th?
31.
Wow. You excited to turn 31?
I am. I'm a lot healthier than I was 10 years ago, so I'm definitely, yeah. I am a 31-year-old man in a 21-year-old's body.
I wish it was a funny one.
I wish I could say the same.
Dude, honestly, shut up.
What does when men get together mean? If I was alone with you here, you'd be way more nice to me.
No, I wouldn't. Jesus Christ. No. Oh, my God.
Okay, I have two things I want to mention. So,
What up?
Travis has a bit that involves me, which thrilled me to my bones.
That was fun.
Is your bit about finding out a friend died about me calling you Yvonne?
It was inspired by you, but not because I remember when you called me up and you told me he died. This is gonna sound so bad. When you called me up and told me he died, I felt nothing. I mean, not in I don't care way, but I didn't feel any. I was like, she's crying, and all I could think in that moment was I wish you would just stop crying.
God!
So that's where I kind of got,
Jesus
and then I thought back to it just a couple weeks ago, and it's working. It's fun.
He says that he was very nice on the phone call.
I was nice on the phone. I took a part of truth and I molded it into a new bit. And I actually honestly I actually really like it. So far it's not done yet, but it's
you like it. That's good. This is the audience.
Brother, I don't know. I'd complain, but who'd listen? No, yeah, it's a fun one. I like it. It's my favorite type of bit to do.
Type of bit.
Yeah.
There's different types of bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how like
Jinx, buy me some Coke.
like how do you mean like long, short? Like what are we talking with types of bits?
Yeah,
There's
long,
just all kinds
short,
of different ones.
story, setup,
Story.
you know, one-liner.
Yeah. There's like I don't know. Like, there's one-liners. There's there's a type of bit that I really enjoy watching, which is like a long setup to the point where like it builds like a certain tension. You know what I mean? Where like the audience is like, where is he going with this? And then you hit them with like a fucking like,
Random
like
U-turn.
I like Kyle Kinane's pretty good at that. That's something that I like watching. Real good, man. Real good. But yeah, that's one of my favorite types in particular. Yeah. There's a lot of different types of jokes that I like watching, and I love watching storytelling stuff. That's why I like watching.
What's this laughs per minute thing? A friend of mine came to me and said, I heard that in order to be a pro, you need a certain amount of laughs per minute. And I think she said it was, what was it again? Every 10 seconds? You need a laugh?
I'll let you take this.
And I instantly thought of you, Travis, because like you're so good at storytelling where it's, you know, kind of a longer drawn out thing, but you're getting little micro laughs here and there, and then it's like boom, a big laugh.
No, yeah. It's just to me, it's the quality of laugh.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, eh? Yeah.
The percent, like, you know, that you've seen a good, funny show, and, you know, that shit will. That's great, you know, every 10 seconds. But and then people are tired by the time you're done.
Yeah.
And I like to build, and I like to take a break. I like, as always, I always like to say, like, I like comedians that I feel like I'm sitting in this room at 2 a.m, or I'm standing in the kitchen at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm just listening to an interesting person shoot the shit. You know, and that's what draws me, and that's the kind of performances I like.
It's intimate.
Yeah, I like intimate stuff, and I like, you know, the big laughs are big laughs. It's not a oh, it's a good laugh here, good laugh here, good laugh here. I want someone to remember the fucking big laugh they had. I think a lot of times, you know, there's nothing wrong with ha 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 ha. But you can usually only focus on like one pivotal. You're like, oh yeah, that joke. Oh, what was that? What was that? And then you have people trying to just remember jokes. I like where it's like, I liked his newspaper story. I liked his Valentine's Day story.
Right.
I like boom. And then you can segment moments from those where you found, you know, humorous and funny stuff. And yes, the goal is always to be funny. But for me, it's to be the funniest, to have the biggest laughs of the night. I don't care that you got more laughs per minute than me.
Yeah.
Do all those laughs add up to mine fucking
exactly
one chunk?
And that's exactly what I thought. And then I kind of had this opinion of like, I don't really like when people are trying to follow rules so much, where they see like a guideline or something a pro said, and they're like, okay, this is what I have to do, and I have to fit into this like, box.
I also think that laughs per minute thing is a dated kind of thing, to be honest with you. I
that's
feel like that's
really-
probably what it was back
set
then.
up punchline, set up punchline,
Yeah.
set up punchline.
Yeah.
And that's more or less for people being like, you can't have 5 duds in a row in between your
Yeah.
you'll lose them. If you're a one-liner comic, then yeah, every 10 seconds it should probably be something.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're a little long form than me, sometimes there's multiple laughs per second. Sometimes there's a whole minute of me just setting up something.
Yes.
Exactly.
So then when I finally, boom, it's fun. You break that tension.
Well, I think you said it best. Like, the quality of the laughs to me is way more important than how many laughs are within that minute. The
frequency.
Like, the building up a minute to a big old fucking punchline tag, whatever it may be, is way better than, well, I got 3 laughs here. There was this one guy who came through town one time, and he was telling me about, like, yeah, you know, I got down to about 15, like 1 laugh per 15 seconds or something like that. And he showed me like this Excel spreadsheet. He was an out-of-town guy. And I was just like, what? Like, but then I saw him go up there and he was getting laughs, but it was like, you know, it was who gives a shit killing. If that makes any sense. Where it's just like, okay, he's making them laugh, but like, I'm not, like, I couldn't watch this for like, you know, 30 minutes straight.
Right.
You know what I mean? You kind of get exhausted after a while where you're just like, okay, well.
Yeah, it seems too robotic to me. And
Exactly.
I like more conversational
Yes.
Yes.
That's actually
stuff. You know, if I can go out there and I can pull the parachute and it just comes out, then great, fine, whatever. But I don't give a shit. I like going out being like, this might not work. Let's see what I have to do if it doesn't. So when it comes to, I think starting out, it's always good to see, you know, get as many laughs per second as possible. I would say, but I think it's a starting out thing. I don't think it's a headliner thing. Because once you can do that, then yeah, you can do long form stuff. It's hard to go the other way around and go like, oh, I can get boom, boom, boom here. But I think it's good to build upon, like when I started, I would open with one-liners. I was never like a one-liner comic.
I can't even see you doing that.
I know, but like literally, I would get up there, and it's all evolved stuff.
Yeah.
Later on, but I would literally get up there and literally go. As you can tell by the color of my skin, I don't really know my dad. Like I would literally just jump in, something shocking, boom, whatever. Oh, now they're listening, and then I would go into one. I would, anytime I see a guy with a shark tooth necklace, I go, oh, there goes the world's most badass tooth fairy. Boom, 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 like a light little boom, 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 titter, titter. Oh, anytime I see a female sword swallower, I go, oh, she's got a black boyfriend.
Right.
And then I would like go into more, and then I would gradually go into, okay, they're listening to me.
Yeah.
Now I can hold their attention. So I think starting out to have one or two quick boom, boom, booms before you're the person that can go up there and be like, this is what I had just seen for the last 5 minutes or whatever, and be interested and be engaging and feel like I'm someone who just came from the crowd and I've been here with you the whole time. I think, it's very important for someone to come up and have one-liners to shoot out, because you've not yet built that rapport with an audience. You don't go up there you go up there and you go, okay, I'm performing a set now. Now, 12 years in, when I go in, I do have those nerves where I'm like, okay, this is an audience. I'm going to make them think that I don't give a shit that they're an audience. And that's what people need to learn. And, right now, you are the apprentice. People like think, oh, the fact you went up there, you're already above. No, you're not. You got to earn that trust, and you got to earn that, and that doesn't mean they need to know who you are. If a pilot walks on a plane, you don't go, oh, this is his first flight. He just fucking does it, and he flies, and you trust him. And that's the kind of confidence you need to fucking instill in a crowd. And until you can give off that vibe, be quick with your jokes. I don't, again, to quote a dead friend, unless you're me, I don't want to hear what you did I don't want to hear what you did today.
That's from the episode with me. Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Unless you're Travis Lindsay.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what you did that night.
But I like that though. Especially, you do that where now you get up there and you take your time with it. I think I've said this to you before, but you take your time with it, and it silences the audience almost in a way where, like, even if it is like a little bit of a whatever crowd, if you come up there, which you kind of like almost whisper sometimes, like, I don't care, I'm black, or whatever the fuck you say. But you get up there and you're kind of talking quietly, and they're like, okay, this guy's okay, he must know what he's doing. Why else would he be doing this? And then all of a sudden you got their attention, and that's when you get going. Yeah. I think that's a place that a lot of people should strive to get to.
Yeah. The comfortability thing, getting comfortable on stage is like so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like truly, like I feel like there's people who have like there could be something there, but because they're so nervous, they're speeding through jokes and they're talking a mile a minute, and it's and they're not focusing on like the delivery and just being comfortable.
Yeah.
And again, my favorite wrestling terminology: if you think you're going too fast, slow down. If you think you're going the right speed, slow down.
That's right.
Always take it slower and just get comfortable. And here's the thing. People expect that comfortability to be off stage. Off stage, I'm still sweating bullets. I'm still looking at clock. I'm still going, okay, he's wrapping up now. Martin's going to get up. Is Martin just bring me up? Is Martin going to say some credits? Is Martin going to do...
Do you get nervous at Mega Comedy Mondays?
I get fucking... Because half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm... if I'm working on something or if I'm just surviving. So I get nervous before that. I get nervous before Beerless. I get nervous before Yucks. I get nervous before any kind of show. Because I care and I want it to be good.
The nerves thing is, I get so insanely nervous all day before a show. It's like almost the only thing I can think about, and it's like I want to look into beta blockers because I do feel like, do you know what that is?
No, but it sounds like something you shouldn't do.
It sounds like I'm hoping it's web-based.
A lot of performers take them. It essentially just gets like rid of your adrenaline. So like you might be mentally nervous, but your body doesn't feel those nerves.
I will say
I need it. I need to channel everything. Whatever I'm fucking feeling.
And there's that too, right? Where it's like, I mean, most of the times that I've been nervous all day, it pays off well.
I think Eddie Murphy said this on Comedians in Cars, but he was like, and there's something to it. Like, and I agree because like he goes, anytime I went up on stage, like,
Oh, you agreed with Eddie?
you know what? Hey, I
hey.
think he's got something.
Mr. Murphy, seal of approval right here.
Mr. Murphy, as you tug on his coat, Mr. Murphy. And it's something that I agree with completely. Like he goes, like anytime I went up on stage where it was like, I got this.
Yeah.
He would not do well.
Yeah.
But when he had that like kind of like fear, it almost forces you to rise to the occasion. So like anytime I've gone up on stage, which is very rare, where I'm not nervous, but anytime I've gone up on stage where I'm nervous, which is 9 out of 10 times, that's usually when I have a better set or when I deliver something better or when I learn
I'll start
something.
coming to all your shows.
Brother,
God
you got to
almighty.
come on out, man. I've got this new bit about fucking hats. What am I, Kyle Barnett? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. I think, don't fucking get beta blockers. Dude, you gotta.
It's mostly because I have like IBS and the day of shows I am just not having a fun time with eating food and
That'll bad.
I actually really liked that night that you had that new bit about being single and I chose to interact.
Yeah. That's always good when you're a comic and you try to interact with the other comics. That's we love that, by the way. But that was at the night where it was like every comic, like it was all comics at Gus's.
I hated that. That was brutal.
Whatever. That's fucking whatever.
That's it. That's 90% of us.
Yo, man, the game's a game, and my name is my name.
Yeah, you ain't cutting shit. You leaving this all, and you're leaving this in too.
Oh my! Oh yeah, but
Hard eyes on.
I love how sometimes people communicate through podcast episodes. Mm-hmm. I like this new form of communication.
What do you mean?
It's kind of like texting, but you have to wait weeks.
Until people respond.
About how Travis had stuff to say about you.
The Beatles. Okay, let me I'm
fucking
going to
Christ.
talk about this because that pissed me off.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought it up is earlier that day, Kyle Barnett literally said, I don't think the Beatles were that influential. And I had to argue the point with him. It's like, are you you cannot like the Beatles, but you can't argue they weren't influential. So that's why when we were on the podcast, I decided to say it again so he understood that. And then you heard it and were like, oh, Chris discovered the Beatles or some shit. And by the way, 10 minutes later, Travis followed it up with this hot take. Albert and I were laughing about this because Travis was shitting on us. And then 10 minutes later, he goes, I just don't like fake people. Real fucking hot take there, bro. You write that in your diary?
Paul McCartney's got talent, huh?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, have you ever heard John Lennon? Fucking
Yeah, I heard him smacking his wife, but no. That's literally the only reason why I brought that up was because Kyle said, and I was shocked. I was like, "Are you kidding me
Don't
right
cover your tracks. Yeah, you should check them out.
now?" Yeah. Hey, man, give him a goog.
You know, here's how I wouldn't shit on you for that. Kyle's been saying shit about the Beatles like they weren't influential. And go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to tailor my podcast appearances.
I would say make it make sense and not being like,
I got to take into consideration that Travis is going to be listening to the whole podcast.
I don't know.
God.
I don't know if it's
I think the only reason you listened is because he was on the next week.
yeah, I always preference, I gotta hear what I'm you're in a fucking Beatles.
Three young guns.
You should check out the Beatles.
For real though, they are pretty fucking good, man. Come on now.
Only go up to 1979 for John and 2000 for George.
That's right.
Oh man.
Oh god.
What did you guys think of each other when you met each other?
He was a new guy starting comedy. I was like, I can't wait to see how Andrew hates him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. I thought Andrew hated me when I started. And he probably did. But like later on, I found out like I guess he started warming up to me a little bit. Him, I mean, like I hate to say it, but he's a nice guy. He's always been a he's
Why would you hate to say that?
because he's a fucking dipshit. No. But like Travis, when you're a new comic starting, like he's a nice guy. Like whenever I would have bombs, which was a lot of them, like even now, but like fucking when I started, Travis would come up and say like, "Hey man, like whatever," and I'd be like, "Okay, thanks." Like it helps. So it's nice to be able to get that from like the older comics in the scene, like people who've been doing it for longer. So yeah, he was a great guy when I started.
Yeah. And he's talking about older comics, not older people.
I
Because as
get-
people go, I'm still in my 20s.
Well, how do you console someone after a bomb?
You don't console.
Hey, you get them next time.
That's right. Oh, no, I only do that when people do well. I mean, do you console people after bombs?
No, I don't console people. I will, if I have something to be like, oh, try this out, or maybe try this, or like, hey, when I saw you were doing this, I thought of this. Do you mind if I give you this thought?
Because here's the thing. It's kind of, okay, it's kind of a cliche thing when you're new and hearing, you're going to learn so much from bombing.
It's true.
You're going to just learn so much. How do you learn from it? Like, I played it back with Matt. Okay, so I bombed at Chris's room. District 5 a couple weeks ago.
It was a great show, too.
Literally, everyone did great except me, inclling Robbie.
They were still riding off my momentum the week before.
That was a great show, by the way. That was a fun.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Literally have never felt good at that venue yet.
Yeah, but everyone has those rooms. That's a goal. That's a challenge, is to like do good. That teaches you right there.
Yep.
I can't bring the same energy and I can't bring the same style to every room. You can bring you, but you need to bring and adapt it you.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the main things I learned from it.
You're answering your own fucking question.
That's true, I am. Was that I think I went into it going, I never do well here, I never do well here, I never do well here, I never do well here. And I think I was actually like delivering way less confident than I normally do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Stop doing that. Stop going in thinking, you can, but if you're going, because the moment you think of it as like a specific place where I never do well here because it's here, then you're setting yourself, if you go into a show and be like, oh, this is not going to go well.
Yeah.
Then there's that weird thing where you can turn it around. But if you go in and you go, I never do well here, you're confirming the energy in the room.
Yeah, it's like a boxer going in, like, and ready to fight, and it's like, I always get knocked out in the first round.
It's nothing like that. Yeah. But if
we're really modern day philosophers, Travis, guy who knows nothing about comedy. I'm sorry, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, it was. I bombed real bad. It was the first time I really felt real goddamn shitty.
But that's good.
Really goddamn shitty after a set.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know, I remember.
And you've done what?
I tried consoling you because I could see you were teetering on the brink of death right there. But
I had to go. Well, I went out. I got emotional, so I went outside and I did a block. I can't help it.
No, it's not that.
Truly can't
but like to go back to you learn when you
not
bomb.
Enough moon water.
You learn when you bomb, but you're not going to if you bomb once, it's not like you're going to learn.
It doesn't unlock the secret.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
you got to bomb so many times.
That's why I kind of laugh at it, because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to learn. Like, and I did learn something from the first one. Some things, but
you're gonna keep because you're gonna. Hey, let me tell you something.
I know.
If you keep doing this, you're gonna bomb so many.
I
more
think
times.
the reason
and at good shows.
I think the reason it felt so.
And that's not me
shitty-
like shitting on their show.
No,
it's a good mic.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like shows people have paid for to see. You're gonna eat it. The first time you get a corporate and like some kind of.
I'd never be booked for a corporate show.
Yeah, but Vaughn got booked for corporate shows, and he's the filthiest, and he wouldn't even try to adapt. And then he's got a bomb so bad he leaves using my name. Nice fucking piece of shit, dead asshole.
Did he bomb that time?
Yes, he did. It was a construction show at the fucking casino. He said, he's like, he literally wrapped up with, "Okay, guys, I've been Travis Lindsay. Thank you very much." Good night." And then walked up. I wasn't even on the show.
People walking away like, that fucking Travis Lindsay sucks.
I mean, it's the most honest he's ever been because I've written half his shit. But,
That's funny. Were you thinking of a particular time that you bombed that
I what?
Was there a particular time that you bombed that you really learned something from it?
Every time.
Every time?
Every single time. Especially if I go up on stage and I'm doing something new and it doesn't work, typically I do kind of get a sense of why it doesn't work. Like, I mean, you never walk away from a bomb thing. If you walk away from a bomb and you didn't learn a fucking thing, you're an idiot. Like, you gotta learn shit.
You don't ever want to have those years where you bomb and you go, "I fucking killed it."
Oh, there are some people.
Even when I kill it.
And that's the point where I already have this thing where sometimes I go, am I mentally challenged and I can't tell that people, and so like I'm literally like that with like comedy where I see someone bomb who's been doing it for years and I go, is that fucking me?
No.
Am I?
But I can think of who it is. No, but
all the concern.
I think there's people like me and the asses talk about this quite. Shout out Albert. And
Oh, you have a new
Jam.
name now. You went from Banana Boys to the Asses?
No. This is the whole group.
Oh, for
There's
fuck's
a group
sakes.
of us, but no. You I fucking forgot what I was about to say. No, I forgot again. Shit. What were we talking about?
95.
Oh, like looking at someone and thinking, is that me? Am
Oh,
I doing
people
that?
have different definitions of kills. I find, and like I'll watch somebody go up on stage, and they'll have like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
and they'll walk off stage like they just fucking
Murdered.
killed it.
Yeah.
and I'm just
and
like,
that bugs the shit out of me.
yeah, it bugs me too, and I hate that it bugs me, but like. I watch it and I'm like, you're not going to get any better. If you think that that's like the gold standard right there, like for that joke, getting that laugh, you're fucking...
What about
Come on,
saying it was all right? I did okay.
Yeah, that's fine to do, and then you can still give yourself pointers off of that and go,
Yes.
that's fine. Here's how I can make it from fine to great, whatever. Listen, you don't need to beat up yourself. I'm not saying being a fucking abusive father, driving a kid home from soccer practice.
Yes.
But do go over in your head, have a discussion with whoever's driving that front seat and going, what did we do wrong today? What can we do to fix it? Great. What did you like about it? I always try to find one redeeming thing in your set. And then you can be critical. I'm not saying don't
Yeah.
eat
Yeah,
yourself alive. You can eat, breathe,
There's a
and sleep
balance.
this. Yes.
It's a balance.
Yeah, you want, because you, like, especially if you have a good set, acknowledge that you had a good, like, walk
Yeah.
off stage and be like, you know what, I did what there's obviously stuff I can improve, but walk off stage and be like, you know what, because that keeps you going.
You can joke about hating yourself, but you can't actually hate yourself.
Yeah, don't
and I hate
fucking-
breaking down that fourth wall.
Yeah.
There's
That's what
nothing-
Matt and I were talking about this too.
There's nothing I love more than an
yeah.
old shove a gun in my mouth joke.
I wish you would.
And then the trigger doesn't say boo.
Sarah puts a kids helpline warning here, a little phone number. No, me and Matt were talking about that as well. But the audience can't think that you actually hate yourself.
Yeah.
They have to relate to you and go, oh, I can see, I relate to this person and I can see why she might hate herself.
Yeah.
Didn't Vaughn have like a thing like that? I think he told me one time where like early on where he would go up on stage and he was super self-deprecating, and then I think like it was like a pro or something
It was Hickey. I told the story.
Yeah.
This was the first time I had met Vaughn. Vaughn
Yeah.
was on stage, and in the first 2.5 minutes, he was getting laughs. But it was the same style of beating myself up.
Yeah.
I'm fat. I'm fucking awful shins, and I'm gonna be dead soon. And,
Calling it.
a bit of a fortune teller.
And you said you don't believe in them.
Yeah, I don't. But that's yeah. You eat enough fortune cookies. Yeah. And Kyle Hickey leaned over me and goes, "He'd be funny if he didn't hate himself."
Much.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's
tough.
You can be self-deprecating. You can't be self-defecating. You can't shit all over yourself.
Yes.
You can make jokes and like.
Yeah, because
and
the laughs then
acknowledge
turn
it.
to, oh,
And yeah,
want that, man.
actually my
You can't believe your own
OnlyFans.
hype in any form, in any area, whether it's confidence or it's lack of. There is that fine line you got to walk. You got to acknowledge, hey, I am one pant leg at a time.
yeah.
You can't be like,
Yeah.
I can't wear pants at all. You can't.
Holy
you
fuck,
gotta-
you sounded like him right there. Holy shit.
It's like he came through a bit.
Holy shit. You channeled him so well. I wish you would channel his heart as well.
It is interesting seeing that shift though, because I have a joke where I saw that at the showcase. Oh, were you at the showcase? Were you at the showcase when I was up?
I went Monday, but I wasn't there. I was there after.
You were there after me. And
I was
you weren't
supposed
there.
to be on Gus.
My OnlyFans joke where it's like
good. It was a good show.
one main punch and then a tag. Like the main punch normally gets laughs, which is like it's like Avatar. Like once you've seen it once, you kind of get the gist. People tend to like that one, but then like when I do the tag, which is like and seeing my pussy is like seeing Avatar in IMAX. You're gonna have to pay extra for that, which sometimes gets laughs. But then I say, and it's also hard in the eyes. That's a joke that like I took what could have been a good moment and I could have just stopped it there, and then people go, "Oh," like
Yeah.
it goes from a laugh to a, "Oh."
Yeah, and I feel like you have a harder road as
Yeah.
as a woman. Obviously, I mean, this is a male-dominated industry.
Well, it's a masculine thing to do.
It is, yes.
Comedy.
And the thing is, the good thing is you do bring more female eyes. You know, they're a little more receptive now, and it is getting to a point now where, you know, people are like, oh yeah, everyone's can be funny, whatever, and you know, that silly dumb women aren't funny thing is dying off. But you are going to have an entire, and this is where it's working against you, have an entire generation of going, women are incredible. Women are amazing. They have no flaws. They're perfect things. And guess what? That's great. Walking down the street to go get some fucking milk. On stage being like, life is funny and we're all kind of fucked up. You're going to have all those people who've been taught to go, no, we just rally. We don't.
Yeah, go girl.
They don't even know laugh with.
Yeah.
And that is the problem. There is a difference between laugh with and laugh at.
Yes.
And you can make fun of yourself and still have people laugh with you.
Yes, that's right.
Because it's you going, oh, I'm acknowledging what's going on. You know, I acknowledge this and whatever. And it can be exaggerated. Just because you laugh with me doesn't mean it's 100% true. It's just I'm being a silly goose. Let's all fucking laugh along.
And it comes down to relatability.
Now, I
relate.
Yeah, and I do have the benefit, and this is kind of where like a privilege comes in as a male. I can come in and be like, when guys fucking... Because even my best friend's like, hey, you fucking loser, limp dick piece of shit. That's a person who loves me and would fight and die for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl, you don't have that kind of same thing.
Yeah.
Unless you've left the room and they go, she's a bit of a bitch.
I've noticed that in my friendships, actually becoming closer friends with female comics and still having non-comic female friends. Oh my gosh, the non-comic friends don't know how I like I'll say something and it's just like not taken at all in the way that a comic would take it.
No.
And I say the same thing to like, you know, Adrian, Alva, Kirsten, and then we just start riffing on each other and I'm just like, wow, this is wild. Like it truly is such an odd thing to do and it's truly something that like you don't get unless you do it. Or if you love it and know a lot about it kind of thing. Yeah. It's pretty wild.
No.
In other words, I feel like I can be my true, like, unfiltered self with comedians versus non-comedians.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I do have a few friends where, like, you know, I can still be that way with, but, like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to be that way with my coworkers or anything like that.
Oh,
but,
no.
Yeah, there's definitely a different, like, I think, there's been a couple of times where, like, outsiders will come and hang out with me and, like, Albert or Kyle or something like that, and they cannot understand what the fuck is happening in that moment.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't,
especially like Albert, who is just like ruthless at times.
Yeah, Albert's on 24/7.
Yeah,
does the guy ever turn off?
Yes, he does.
In his
yes,
sleep?
he does. And I gotta tell you, I love him to death.
When he looks in a mirror.
But when you I love talking to Albert, just like, you know, straight one-on-one. He's so fun. Yeah, he's a good guy. But he's what we call a joker.
He's some joker, that Albert.
Yeah, that's right. I love you, buddy. Alberto Coombs. But yeah. So ask more questions.
Well, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Well.
How we feel about... I'm looking at you specifically. How you doing, Chris?
Doing good.
Well, he just got the night off.
What you...
I know. Nah. I was, I don't know. My birthday's on the 15th, so it's the day after, so I have something to look forward to. I never really cared about Valentine's Day.
Well, you have some opinions on Valentine's Day, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, for my very new bit, I tried it on Monday.
Why don't you do it here for us right now, Tetra?
I'm not going to do it.
I have an assumption to make about you with Valentine's Day.
Here's how I feel about it in a non-bit form. I think it's an excuse for lazy relationships. I think if Valentine's Day is like your day, you're not going to make it. That's not going to be. You're not with your notebook. You know, you're with someone for now. I think if Valentine's Day is a big special thing for you, you're in a shitty relationship. You need to get out.
Yes,
because it is a get out of jail free card for people who are in bad relationships. It's I treated you shitty the rest of the time, but look how I did on the day that we're scheduled in to behave. Like, that's not a good
Oh God, no.
relationship. I like, and not to be like, oh, well, I'm a romantic guy. I don't need Valentine's Day to be. But I think you should be trying on a fucking Wednesday in April.
That's right.
You know, you should be trying in a fucking Tuesday in October. Like, if I have the opportunity to go, hey, I'm thinking about you. Life does get in the way sometimes, but I'm here.
Present.
I'm present. You're a special person,
Yeah.
obviously. Here's the way I'm thinking of you. And it doesn't need to be a monetary thing. It doesn't need to be a physical gift thing. It can be the smallest gesture. And if it's a healthy relationship, a small gesture can go a long way. That doesn't mean rest on a small gesture. That means when you do a big one, it gets a reaction of a big one. And when you do get a small one, it gets a reaction of a good one. Because you're trying and you're showing that you're thinking about this person.
That's a good point.
That is the thing. You just got to show that you're thinking about this. It's not
You're
that...
still gonna be getting Lauren some chocolate, though, right?
Of course, I will.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's
yeah,
my assumption. I'm like he hates on it, but he's definitely. Still
I got
doing
multiple
something.
gifts, right?
Aw.
But, you know, I got gifts and we're going to do dinner and that. But also, like, again, it's like a month before our actual anniversary. So, like, that's our thing. Because no one else has that thing. We have that is an actual special thing. It's not a fucking fill-in day for some invalids that can't get their shit together and actually celebrate each other. It's, I like celebrating our anniversary more, and I like celebrating the mundane more, and, you know, I like being like, hey, I'm on my way to Daily Grind. Let me pop in. Here's a fucking donut. You know, here's something. Oh, I'm gonna do like this weekend. I wanted to try, and it's going okay. But again, I'm not feeling like myself, and I'm kind of out of it. We're trying to do like a little like fake New York weekend. You know, she really misses. She went to New York a couple years ago, and she loved it and stuff. And so she had this really good Cuban sandwich in New York. So Friday I made Cubanos. We're gonna do hot dogs tomorrow, like, you know, like a New York City street dog. I'm gonna find a way to get some other stuff. You know, we took the ferry to Dartmouth. You know, New York Ferry kind of stuff. So, like, yeah, I don't think I need a day to tell me when to care about my girlfriend, because I should be worried. Honestly, I should forget it. When someone goes Valentine's Day, I should go, oh, shit, yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up.
I feel the bigger
Because I've spent the rest of the year doing
bigger deal
Valentine's Day
Valentine's Day is to a couple, the worse their relation. That's a good way.
That's
of putting it. Yeah, you're right.
why comedian Jared Freed says, beware of birthdays, holidays, and vacations. If you put too much on those things...
Well, yeah. It's
Like, kind of like what you're
pressure.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, if there's all this expectation and then they fuck up and then it ruins the whole thing,
Yeah.
then that's probably not your right match.
Because then, yeah,
Because you're not feeling special
And you
all
got
the
to carry
time.
that for another 365 days.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have a bad set on a Monday and you're like, that was my only set this week. That whole week stinks until you get on stage again and redeem yourself.
Yes.
Man, oh man. Yep, feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything about Valentine's?
I never celebrated Valentine's Day even when I was in relationships. Like, it was kind of like that. Like, it was never a big deal. Like, it was not a thing that we needed to do. You know, and those relationships did not work out. So clearly that did not help. But I don't know. I got my birthday. I got the Valentine's Day show. I just never must shut up.
Well, there you go. There's your because you're literally going. But I do got this thing for me.
I do. I'm fucking.
Fuck Valentine's Day, but I do got this thing for me.
That's why I can't be a father right now, because I care too much about myself and not enough about anything else. But you're right. You're like, I literally don't care about. I never cared about it. I just have my If I didn't have my birthday after, then maybe I would care more. But now I don't give a fuck.
What's she doing for your birthday this year? Anything fun?
No.
But you see, your birthday has nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
They don't coincide. I have respect. Dan, old Hendricken,
Hendy.
has
For the layman.
as his birthday, and then St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, that's right, because his
Wait,
birthday's the same
shit.
day as my buddy Mark.
That's a shitty combo.
So
Yeah.
for
That's-
Dan's birthday last year, he got a dead friend?
Pretty much.
Holy shit!
Pretty much.
That sucks!
Yeah.
Man.
Oh my god!
I'm sure he loves being reminded about it now. I know he's watching.
Oh, Dan! I didn't realize Dan's birthday was then.
Oh, you didn't hear
wild.
about Dan's birthday?
16th.
Oh my
Dan.
God.
17th is St. Patrick's Day.
And then he.
And the 18th is the unlucky of the Irish. Their biggest seller fucking went away.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I get why Dan would be like, I don't give a shit about St. Patrick's Day. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Because you go out and get drunk on both those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. I don't even get
You
drunk
don't
from it.
celebrate someone else's love on your birthday.
I don't give a
and that's why you don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Well,
Somebody else's love is-
that and I'm also single. There's how sad,
you wonder why.
How sad would that be if I celebrated Valentine's Day by myself? What am I, Sarah McClellan?
Women do it all the not just me. Women do it all the time. They do Galentine's Day.
I was gonna say, yeah, they have Galentine. You can have Allen's time with Albert.
Me and Albert just sitting on his fucking stupid couch watching fucking Bruce Lee movies. You want an espresso? He has a good espresso machine. That's why I brought that up.
Of course he does. Look at him.
Shout out, Albert. We love
He looks
you.
like he'd make a good cappuccino or something.
He does. Oh my God.
he?
God
Of course
damn
he
it.
does. He looks.
If he was as good at comedy as he was at making cappuccinos.
When you
great.
look like you own a video store and video stores don't exist anymore, of course you're good at coffee.
That's one person who I love how Albert carries
he's great.
himself after sets because it's no different. If he does bad, he's the same. If he does good, he might have a little pep in his step.
No,
but
it's
like,
not
but like
entirely true.
I find that when he's not happy with his set, you can't really tell
I can.
afterwards. Oh, can you?
Because we talk about it.
That's
yeah.
true.
No. He's smart enough to know when something doesn't, and he'll be like, whatever.
But I guess I mean he doesn't let it get to him.
You know what he just said there,
I've
Albert?
seen-
He said, "You're stupid, but you're not so stupid you realize when you stink."
Albert, you really are weird. Guy who doesn't know how to insult people. Anyways, he's we talk about it all the time. Albert's you don't let it get to you. You let it get to you in a healthy way where you're just like, okay, like, that didn't work, or I was too I didn't pause before I said that punchline right there or something, like just little things like that. But if you let it get to you and let it fuck with your whole being, it's it's not healthy. In my opinion, I just don't think it is. So
Yeah, recognize what you did wrong. Recognize.
boom. Yes.
Again, bombing never feels good, and sometimes doing good will get to a point where doing good does not feel good.
That's like because the night before I did the bomb, I did a really what I felt like was a good set of Beerleys, and I remember catching myself, people on the show complimenting me and me going, "Oh, we got lucky. It was a good crowd." And I made excuses for doing good, and I realized that's not necessarily healthy either.
That's not a great thing either. No, acknowledge
I
when
don't.
you did.
But also too, I've heard Beerleys can be tough. That's what I've heard.
Beerleys can be brutal.
It can be.
People don't realize how good Beerleys is right now.
Yeah.
As I've said before, Beerleys used to be. There used to be nothing worse than having Beerleys and Yucks booked and knowing you're going to do Yucks first. Because you'd walk off of Yucks feeling like a fucking rock star and going, "Oh, they're going to sign me tomorrow." And then you go to Beerleys and you go, "Who fucking gave me brain damage on the way here?"
Who hit you in the head with a bat?
Because I just hit you. I know I hit you with the same shit. But it's got to be coming out as fucking drool and gibberish. Because nothing is working now.
Man.
And then you realize, these people are here to play pool and karaoke. They're not here for comedy. Your jokes are now good in front of people that want to hear it. The key is to make your jokes good in front of people that don't want to hear it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There's nothing better than being at a place like Oasis and having this table over here take a break from pool. And midway through your set, you hear them laugh.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, I got something. Now I'm surfing. Now I'm in this wave. Let's fucking keep
And if you
going,
can do
see
that
where we can take it.
consistently.
Yeah, and if you can get that to a consistent point where you learn how to spin plates.
Yep.
Because that's all this is. It's spinning plates. It's you're babysitting 150 different fucking people.
Oh my God. Isn't it?
And it's only going to get harder. The quicker information can get to us is the quicker we need to be on stage, and it's funnier we need to be on stage. Because it went from when I started to being you might get a notification from Twitter to now you get a Facebook notification, a Twitter notification, an Instagram notification, you get weather updates, boom, boom, boom. Your phone is constantly going, vroom. Even when you have it off, it's still lighting up to let you know there's shit to look at.
News?
As news and all that kind of stuff. So now when you're on stage, you're competing against all that stuff. And it's only going to get worse. It's going to 10 years from now when people can just go and
that's
tap their
wild.
fucking temple, and they get a complete CNN update on this side and Fox
Jesus
News on this side, so they
Christ.
can get some truth in the fucking middle. We are screwed. Like we're gonna have to be the most interesting fucking people on the planet, and unless we're all working on Steve Mackey's level, we're not gonna be able to hold a fucking candle to anyone.
He's right. There's just too many things that we're competing with right now.
There's so many
distractions.
And when a bar can't even turn off its fucking TV
God.
for 90 minutes. We're already going up doomed because we're having the old screens displaying shit. And not just displaying, we're displaying different channels.
Oh, man.
We have the sports on this one. We have CNN on this one. We have Fox on this one. We have HLN on this one. Yeah, the volume's down, but they got the subtitles up too. So as you're like talking about your fucking dick or your childhood,
Yep.
people are going,
Oh, man. Yeah.
and now they only need to do this, and they can do this, and then again, 10 years from now.
Top.
And we're not even going to know about this because they're the only one that's going to be able to see it or hear it. So we are,
We're fucked.
we're fighting a losing battle.
Jesus.
It's not easy, but if you can find a way, like he said, to be interesting and to be able to capture people's attention and hold it, that's a big thing right there too. Is like if you start talking, because oftentimes, like, you know, you might start a set and people will pay attention to you initially. And then I've seen it where people are just like, all right, let's just move on and whatever.
You have to
Fucking hold
intrigue
that.
them.
They
You have to
know
fucking intrigue them.
within 20 seconds
Yes.
whether or not I can listen to your cadence.
Yes.
And that's a big thing. If they can listen to your cadence, if you don't come off sounding like every other asshole they've heard today or within the last month, then you stand a chance.
That's something I'm super aware and cautious of is like the stand-up voice, because I found that like something I enjoy about myself is my delivery. I feel like I'm decent at delivery, but sometimes I can overact, and it's far too much.
Yeah, no,
You know?
there are totally people
Like-
that I hear and I go, okay, you're doing a stand-up voice. And I've heard this, and then I turn it off even without even thinking. That's the thing. Even if people are trying to listen to it, they go, "It's familiar," and then they're off of you.
I'm trying to be more loose. Like I'm making a big point to try to be a little more loose up there and not so performative.
Yeah,
And I really did try
again,
to do that at the showcase.
I think for
specifically.
you, that is getting rid of notes or whatever, finding like thinking about a 5 that you know.
Yeah.
And again, this is I'm saying this from a point of don't go into every set being like I got to kill tonight. Mm-hmm. Go into every set going, can I be better than I was last night? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big thing. Don't worry about the reaction you're going to get. When I have a new story to tell, and I've told you this, and I've told Vaughn and that, is I usually go up and I tell the story 100% as it was. I don't add anything. I don't embellish anything. I don't try to add any kind of punchlines or joke. I just see what is the natural funny of this bit. Mm-hmm. And I know, for the most part, most of it's going to either tank or just like have people listen to it. Then I take it after I go, okay, this got a laugh, this got a laugh, this got a laugh. Where can I add? Where can I fill it up? Where can I juice it up? Where can I add some season? And then I will go and I'll try it with some embellishments. And then, that's how I develop material, and that's how I find bits, and that's how I learn to get people's attention. And I think that is something that not a lot of people do, is they'll either try to pump up a story right away, or they will only tell the story as it was and not add anything to it.
That's a big thing too right there, is when Travis does that, he's going into it knowing that chances are this is not going to get a lot of laughs. You have to be almost comfortable, like when you do it that first time, where it's like, there's no embellishment, this is the story as is, there might be a lot of dead silence, whatever it is. Like, you're doing it, and you have to be comfortable doing that, taking that risk, being okay with, I'm okay not getting laughs on this because I'm trying to figure something out.
That's right.
There's a lot of comics I see go up there where it's just like, I gotta get a laugh 10 seconds in, I gotta get laugh, like I need this to work, and they're trying so hard, and the audience can see they're trying
So hard.
I think it's important to be able to, like, especially when you're working on new shit, to go in there understanding, hey, this could bomb, but I have to be able to be comfortable with that, and go back to the drawing board and come back and try to keep working on it. But that's something that, like, it took me a long time to get. I'm just getting to the point where I'm used to bombing. Like if I'm working on something and it's not working, just staying in the pocket and Like
It's good. It's
yeah,
good
you
to
need
bomb.
to, man.
It's
You need to learn.
I
means you're taking chances.
I kind of mentioned this with Matt. I'm kind of repeating stuff. Sorry, listeners, but I have been thinking about it a lot lately about just being new and putting unnecessary pressure on yourself when you're essentially a little baby giraffe learning to walk.
Yeah.
So like, for example, like writing jokes, for example. I'm friends with people who have been doing this a long time and I'm close with them. So we all talk.
Yeah.
And we talk about writing. And there's like writing challenges. Like write this kind of joke. Write a joke told this way.
Yeah.
And I've just been kind of saying, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to write whatever's authentic to what I'm going through. And I don't know if I should be schooling myself so hard at this point so soon or not. You know?
It's a weird thing because, like...
Oh, wait. You're not on mic.
No. You know, I'll Travis will say it and then I'll just translate it. Go ahead, Trav. It's
a weird thing.
It's a weird thing. Because like
I also am someone who's not big on like jamming.
he's also big on not jamming. Joke jams.
So
Yes,
like,
joke
working
jams.
on bits together has never been my thing. I've always been someone who's like, I need to come up with this on my own. Now I will listen to people tell me stuff afterwards, but like, I've never been someone who's like, oh, let's get together and kind of work through each other. I am someone who likes to find out my shit when I'm up there and I'm beaming, because I don't like, I like doing acting and stuff and that, but I don't like acting up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the one place I gotta kind of be me. Yeah. And I feel like the probably the best lesson I learned doing stand-up is, again, none of this matters.
I love that. I think about that all the time.
Yep.
I'm especially like open mics and that. Like I tell myself, like none of this matters. You've done enough. This is you working on stuff. People aren't paying to see you.
Yeah, people aren't going to remember if you messed up, if you stuttered on
this is where
word.
This is where I'm supposed to stink and suck. So when I do get paid hundreds or thousands of dollars, it's worth it.
Yeah,
and I've developed it. And to me, the second biggest lesson is like learning, like, okay, comics do think I'm funny. They've seen the process. They know I'm funny. Don't let bombing eat you up.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing worse than to let that fear get inside you, because then you don't take chances and you don't work on stuff and you don't. So like I said, when I work on stories and that, it's like, yeah, I don't care if it doesn't get a... I know, one, these people have paid maybe nothing to see me.
Yeah.
So, and I'm here to work on shit. This is nothing more to me than a brainstorm. And then two, the people that have seen me before have seen me do well. I'm at a place where if I bomb, it's not Travis is not funny. It's Travis was working on shit.
Yeah.
Travis was developing shit. Or, yeah, he had a fucking off night.
Off night.
And who gives a shit?
What are your guys' thoughts on, like, because I know, like you messaged me after District 5.
I only did that because you wouldn't stop talking about how much you bombed, and it started to annoy me. So I lied to you and said it wasn't that bad. But
okay, that was a lie.
Oh my God, you fucking bombed so badly. And by the way, I take umbrage with, like, is that the fucking
umbrage?
Whatever the fuck it is. I saw you say on your promotion, take issue with something you said on Matt's like the Patreon thing. Where like, my first true bomb. I've seen you bomb true.
Really?
Yes.
When?
Dude, we all have.
Yeah,
Not just
there is a difference between a personal bomb and a bomb.
Yeah.
Well, no, and that's
True.
maybe I should have said personal bomb rather than true bomb.
True.
What I mean by true bomb is like, I've definitely walked away from sets and gone, that was a bad set.
Yeah, that's a bomb. I mean, like, that's a personal bomb.
See, I take
At the very least, it's a personal bomb. And to me, because if I walk off set and I'm just like, that was bad, I fucked this up. Like, it could be one thing that to me is just like, that's a personal bomb.
I guarantee you, whatever your bomb is, I've had worse.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're 12 years in right now, and you've bombed, like you said, on real shows.
On real shows.
Yeah.
And even like ones that aren't important, I've fucking... There's a show that I've done almost 10 years ago that I still think about.
Is this at Humber?
This is
Yeah, you told me about this. I'm gonna go pee real quick. You told me.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the Humber one. I've probably told it on here, but literally, it was had I've only been doing it under a year, you probably wouldn't be talking to me right now. I probably would have stopped doing comedy. It was that bad. I signed up for a town show. It was called Humber's Got Talent. It was when I lived in Ontario and I was going to school for comedy. I didn't realize there was a North Campus and a Lakeshore campus. Lakeshore is where I went to school. I accidentally signed up for the North Campus, which is not like an arts school. So it's very straightforward, liberal. We're going to be lawyers and change the planet and healthy shit. Unfunny fucking people. I go all the way to North Campus, which is like a 2-hour bus ride, to go do the show there. I'm on stage. I'm literally not doing anything offensive, or it's the most mild shit you can picture me doing. Literally, same old, my dad was black, my mom was curious, whatever, boom, boom. Open up with that shit. Ooh. Offended. Fucking brutally offended by these light softball jokes. What makes it worse, I had a booked show that night. I'm literally doing this, dead silence in the cafeteria. There's people up above watching me. Midway through my set, I do a punchline, and I just hear a guy go, "Man, just leave." I literally have a guy being like, and just throwing the towel, "You're already dead." Could have went two ways. Could have walked off. I said, "Nah, fuck this nigga. I'm going to do 5 more minutes." And I did it. I did it, and I ate shit and bombed and went and did my show that night and was like, that was good. Literally had a...
You did good on the second one?
Oh, on the real show, yeah. At this fucking liberal bullshit college. No, I did horrible. I didn't move on at all. I didn't get any closer to my $500. But I did that, and as I was getting judged, a woman said the exact same thing that my high school guidance counselor said to me. She goes, "Maybe comedy's just like a fun hobby for you."
Oh, fuck.
And I thank her for saying that. Just like I thank my high school guidance counselor for saying that. Because now I had 2 motherfuckers that I guarantee I'm going to prove wrong. And I know had I had just started comedy and I had that one guy go, "Man, just leave," I probably would have stopped that day. I've never had anything cut deeper.
Jesus.
And I've had some brutal shit said to me about my own family, about my dead best friend. I've had some brutal shit.
Who said something about Andrew?
Nothing bad, but I mean, like normal shit. That I've had some, stuff hurt. I've had things actually hurt.
Yeah.
But I know in that moment, had I just started comedy, that would have been like nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It feels terrible.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Man, just leave is the most... If you go, "You suck," great. I can go, "He thinks I suck." But if someone going, "Man, just leave," goes, "Dude, I'm feeling for everyone here."
Oh my God.
Jesus. And that was the most brutal fucking bomb of my life. So when I hear people go, "I bombed."
Did ya?
You had a rough set.
It's so personal. It's such a personal
I had
thing to the
9/11
person.
on my fucking doorstep. And it was my day off. Like, it was 2 shows in one night. I was so excited. And then and I literally, before I went on, was talking to someone who was doing their first set that day. Like, yeah, I'm here. I go to school for this, but I wanted to get into comedy. I'm like, "Oh man, I've been doing it a couple of years. Watch me."
Oh, God.
Stop.
I guarantee they're not still doing comedy.
I do also find that doing it for friends or people you care about in the audience is like recipe for disaster. I never do as well.
Well, I hate it because I do well, but then I know why I did well. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, my friends saw me. Yeah. They like me. They're going to laugh. I know they heard this before. I'm like, whatever. No. I want strangers. I relish strangers.
Yeah, that's the best. Truly.
Oh yeah, making people you don't know who owe you absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
And
they
like
don't owe you shit.
non-encouraging laugh. They're just laughing because legit
what you're
they
saying is funny.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I know for
Yeah.
sure because I'm like, you have no ties to me.
That's why I don't like it when people say, "Don't worry, I'll be there and I'll laugh."
No,
Don't say that
it's
to
the
people.
worst.
Yeah.
Laugh when it's good.
So, just you could say, "I'll be there to support you,"
Yeah.
but don't promise a
I
laugh.
don't want anybody's
No, I don't
support.
want any. Again, like contest and tapings.
Yeah.
That's what I want people. At.
Contest and
Like
tapings. That's a good rule.
real things.
It's a good rule.
You know, things where it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, things where it's points where it's like, yeah, I know this stuff works on a guaranteed level, but if I can lighten the load and that pressure, then yeah, if you know me, come see this shit, come laugh. If I'm in a contest, come laugh, it'll help. But like, yeah, a regular show, I don't want you there because it's not going to help me.
Especially if you're working on something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to watch me learn to play an instrument in front of you? Like, no. Like, I'm trying to figure out this fucking
That's
song.
the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of our practices seem like recitals.
Yeah.
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 You know, like a lot of, it's like, oh, you're doing a show here. Can I come? No. Because, yeah, I'm doing a show here, but this is my practice show.
Yeah.
This is my warm-up show. If you don't need to pay to get in, stay the fuck away, please.
They don't get that too. And they also don't, because when they hear, like, you do stand-up, or we do stand-up or anything like that, they think, like, it's luxury. And then they show up to Oasis, and they're like, UFC 100 happened 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's not, they don't, like, they'll come and they're like, I thought it would be, it's like, no, this is like, you're watching me at, like, this is an open mic.
Yeah.
You're watching us try to work out. You're not coming to watch, like, a good show right now. You're not. It might be a good show, but chances are there's going to be a lot of bombs, you know? One day you can come and watch, fucking what's his face at Yuck Yucks or something like that. But in the meantime, don't get your hopes up and don't ask me to come to Gus's. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about this lately too, like the new and old jokes, because like I use that terminology and people literally laugh in my face and they just go, "Nothing you have is old yet."
No, it might be old to you.
But then I say, like, this is actually the only way I can distinguish my jokes by saying, like, I consider, like, the old ones, like, ones I did in the summer, ones I started with, ones that, like, the jokes that I sprinkle in, when I'm even trying new stuff, because I know they work. Like, I consider that old jokes to me, but I know that they're still fucking...
Yeah, they're
new.
new jokes. They're still new
Which
jokes.
is so wild.
They're under
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
There's-
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
like, you're like, how many months have you been doing it minus, like, the last
Breaks.
lockdown?
So it would have been, because so I started
July.
literally the last week
Yeah.
of July.
Yeah.
last week of July. Okay. So that was
August, September,
like,
October, November. So
6
4.
months. About 6 months.
Holy
About
shit.
So February 7 months.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. You're still.
I'm still pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still could fall down the stairs and lose the baby.
You gotta dock like a month because of fucking second lockdown.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so okay. August. Let's count August as a full month.
August,
September, October, November. Then we locked down.
Yeah. So December, January.
So I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So you're
That's
still.
slow.
This idiot gave bad.
That's wild. Where the fuck has time gone? That's insane. It feels like I just started. Like,
Time truly does fly.
Does it? I've been living quite a long 12
Total.
years.
I mean, for us though, in particular, like how many months did? Because it was like half of March, April, May, June. June was when it came back. Late June. Yeah. And then 2 months after that.
Yeah, so March is like when we went into lockdown. April is when I did the New Scotland show.
Yes.
And
yes.
then I probably didn't do something until the end of May, maybe early June.
Yeah, because I know
I was
Oasis.
I was doing backyard stuff.
That's right.
recently.
And Oasis was the first mic that came back on June 23rd.
See, I was very fortunate because like
lawn laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had lawn laughs.
was a smart
and
idea.
I had New Scotland, so like I had time off, but I didn't have time off like everyone else.
No.
Which
The other
truly benefited me and like was like like a gracious thing. And
It's interesting that we so what kind of during those times, like during that month of no shows, Are you guys writing? Like, how are you still working on stuff by not working on stuff, so to speak? Like, what is
I'm writing
it?
some days. Other days I'm going, I don't know how to do this anymore. I'm not going to know how to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I've gone 12 years and now I'm back at square one. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know how I'm supposed to say any of this shit. And then you do your first show back and you're like, oh, wow. Okay. This kind of like riding a bike, you know? Yeah. Some stuff I'm missing. And then you do show 2 and 3 and you're like, oh, okay, I'm getting it. Like even tonight, it's been only like maybe a week since I've done any kind of mic. And like between that and like not feeling like myself, I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
It's just so funny to
gonna
me
get fired.
because with you,
It's
it's
so
literally a switch. Like, it's literally someone did this.
For people that don't know, Sarah just turned off her fan
and turned it back on.
Turned it back on for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
It's very good for the
But
podcast.
But literally, this guy over here, fucking quiet, and like in his head beforehand, and
no, like
and then bam, he's in.
literally the other night, like I had woken up in a panic being like, I've lost everything. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this.
I feel like this is so common.
Yeah, no,
It's so
I
common
suffer
with
big
comics.
time from like imposter syndrome. And anytime I get
buddy.
anything, I'm like, oh, this is not, they're going to find out real quick. I'm not what they think I am. And, you know, I hate it. I wish I didn't have that because
Does anyone
I love
not?
what I do. I don't know. And if they do,
I
I want
wonder
to know.
this.
I want to know what their secret is, and I want to know how good they are. And I'm sure I'd look at them and go like, oh, "You shouldn't have it." But yeah, there's a big part of me that like literally goes like when I got hired. It's February 4th. So this airs a week before I started 22 Minutes as a writer.
Oh yeah.
I go. They don't know what the fuck I'm doing. They're gonna learn so bad how bad I am. They're not going to think I'm funny. But at the same time, I go, I've faked it this far. Am I just not the fucking talented Mr. Ripley? And I can bullshit my way through my entire life?
When can you change that to, I'm actually very talented and I worked hard to get here, and
When I have a friend who's at least a decade younger than me, who I take all my jokes from, and then I die before I'm supposed to, then I'll go, the kid was all right.
There you go.
do you get imposter syndrome?
Oh yeah. But like, I think I would.
Yeah,
Have,
but that's when he's watching a guy shave Don't Air Me. He's like, that should be me.
That's right. Yeah, we don't use machines. We use real knives. You know, the machine's a sacrilege. It is. It's a real thing. Yes.
Imposter syndrome,
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's probably the same way. Like, I'm sure when you walk off stage sometimes after a kill, you're like, I'm the baddest motherfucker here. Like, you know, you'll walk off and be like, yeah, I'm great. And then other days you'll feel like I'm nothing. You know, like, I have that too. Like, I'll walk off stage after a great set and think, like, you know, fucking, like, you know, I'm ready for Conan. Like, which is not true. But, like, you'll walk off stage and you're like, I can do this. And then other nights, or even when you're not on stage, you're like, enough days will pass and you'll be like, I don't know how to write a fucking joke anymore. You know, especially if like it's been like a while since you put pen to paper, which during the lockdown, he actually kind of like, you know, got in my ear after Sam and I had that, like that little podcast, whatever that interview thing that I did with Sam. It's a,
His
Missed Exes, which is such a great name.
he needs to make that a podcast.
But
it's a great title.
we were talking about it and, talking about journaling. And,
okay.
Travis messaged me after and said some very, I'm not going to say some of the words that he said in the chat because I don't want to get canceled or anything like that.
what was it?
I said, nigga, start writing shit down.
Do you
That's literally what he opened with.
Yeah.
That's what he opened with. And I was just like, yeah, no, but he's right. No, but he was just like, you gotta like, if you like, even if you're not writing, like write like whatever thoughts you're having that day, just to keep, and Sam does the same thing. And I do that. I don't write it fully out, but if I have a weird thought, like I had,
You know how fucking pumped I got when I was like, I talked to my Korean Uber driver's GPS. I got so excited. And I
Right?
was like, here's something new I can say.
Yeah.
Here's something real I can say. Here's something that literally just I love those moments.
Me too. Happened
So
when I got laid recently.
When I realized it's been like 3 or 4 months, and this motherfucker's like, I bugged the shit out of me.
It wasn't that I wasn't. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to write, but it's like you're right. But like, and look, since like you told me, like I write down little thoughts. Like I'm never not. It's nothing, but it's like I'll have like a
little
feeling.
premises.
It's not even a premise. It's just like a feeling I had in that moment.
Right,
like
right,
where
right.
I'm just like I'm fucking uncomfortable, and then I just write it down. I'm never not uncomfortable, and then like I'll come back to it later. And then a lot of times in those thoughts, I can go through a bunch right now that ended up becoming
Jokes.
No new jokes.
I love
where
that.
it's great. Like it helps to keep your brain active. You got to keep that shit going.
You hear this? You hear what this?
Hey man,
Hey.
He tells me jump, I say how high.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm younger than him.
That's right.
Let's not let that.
But you
point
look
us-
so
here's
much
one.
older.
because I've been doing it longer. At
The
a
most
higher level.
stable relationship in my life is the one I have with my tits.
Nice.
That's great. That's a great start off point.
Yeah.
That's a great jumping off point.
Here you go.
Ladies' night only joke, which is about labias.
Okay, so you're gonna tell us about all your jokes.
Which is, I don't know if this will make the stage on Tuesday or not.
Go for it.
But it's like,
Hey.
it's
Shoot your
like,
shot.
it's like, women, like we have to love our vaginas now, and I'm almost there. But like, do you know this phrase? One bad apple ruins it for the bunch.
I do know the
Yeah, I do know the phrase.
What?
Do you think your pussy's ruining all vaginas?
One
as a
bad
whole?
labia is ruining it for the bunch.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
hilarious premise. Yeah, go for that.
It's a good premise, but maybe, yeah.
I thought Chris was gonna say, but maybe ditch it all.
Now, for a second, I was just like one bad apple, but yeah. Then when you explained the labia, part,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
No, yeah.
Like,
didn't know what
like
you're-
I
'cause
kind
I thought you
I'm
meant
kind of
vagina.
going for like I really want it to be an any, but like it just one labia had to ruin it for me.
Yeah.
Like I was so close, but it's like it's only gonna
But like
be
now
ladies'
it's like
night.
bobbing for crab apples.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's
There's something there. I might try that. But that's a joke that like I would only do that at a ladies' night show.
no
for
that's
sure.
That's a joke you try on any night show.
Maybe.
Yeah, if
I get in my head with shit like
if you're
that.
writing it off right away, then fuck
I
the
should.
joke.
It is. Yeah. I don't know.
Make it some shit that works on any show. Jamie Foxx literally goes to like the whitest area and does the blackest jokes, and then he goes to the blackest area and he does the whitest jokes, and whatever works in between those two shows is what becomes his fucking hour. Chris Rock goes to like retirement centers and just reads off his ideas. And then he adds Chris Rock to those bits once they start working as mundane shit in a retirement home.
Jay Leno kind of did something similar where he would, like, when he was working out his monologue.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
God forbid. Where he would work out his monologues. He would go down to like whatever bar, club, whatever it is, and he would say it, but he would say it flat.
Yeah.
Just like, let's just say it as is or whatever. And what story did I hear recently? Oh, fuck. I think Sam Morril was saying, he was talking to Jay Leno. This was something fucking interesting, especially when Jay Leno was starting comedy, where he would essentially, because there wasn't a lot of mics around, what he would do was he would go to bars, he would go to strip clubs, all these places, and he'd go up to them because he needed stage time, and he'd be like, listen, here's $50, okay? Let me go up on stage. I'll do 30 minutes. If I do well, I get my 50 back. If I bomb, you keep the 50. You didn't lose any money. Like, can I do it? And that's the way he would get up on stage. That to me was such a fucking cool story. I was like,
Damn.
man. And apparently he was like, back at that time, like everybody loved him.
That's what strippers do. Strippers have to
Letterman
pay to
and
strip.
Apparently a beast. What?
Yeah, strippers pay to strip. Like, if you're a stripper, you pay for your spot.
You ain't a good stripper. I hate to tell you.
this is legitimately
Honey, you're being fucked.
Dude.
This is legitimately how strip clubs work. Like, it's the similar thing. Like, you pay so much to get your slot of the night.
That's not
And
a
it's
good-
up to you.
That's not a good strip club right there.
It's most strip clubs.
Yeah.
Mark
yeah.
my
I went
fucking
to
words.
a bad strip club in Montreal one time. This is how you know you're in a bad strip club, when they start off with an apology.
When
And
they
then
jerk
start
off Chris
stripping.
Halef. They started off with an apology?
She comes in, she's just like, I'm sorry. And then she starts. Yeah.
Wait.
This
Like,
happened.
on stage? Like, right
No,
before-
this is a private dance.
Have you ever talked
You
about
had a private dance?
No.
Why don't you fucking talk about this?
Because it just no. Because it literally came back to me just now because we were talking about strip clubs. There's a lot of stuff in my cerebellum there, Trav.
Listen, I don't give two shits about strip clubs. I know every strip club story I have off the back of my head.
Oh, dude.
It's crazy how much comedy is in your life if you really think about it.
Yeah.
If you really go back to
So we're done talking about what I was talking about.
No, we're talking about it more than we ever have.
Go on. What was okay? So you had a private dance?
Anytime a stripper apologized before she started stripping.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. It was just like
I've had shows where I went like, "Listen, I'm sorry, guys."
This was exactly what it was. Like,
But I got to do 20
this was.
minutes of your pay.
We went to this place, and the reason why we went to this place was my friend was just like, "These are cheap dances." Because like you would go and there was other places where you paid $20 per dance per song, and this one was like $5.
Yeah.
And then that was
It's like the Fiverr of strip clubs.
Yeah, whatever. yeah, exactly. That's good. And we went in there, and like she like comes up to me because like I'm sitting down, nobody is asking her anything. She's not going. So then she eventually comes up to me. She's like, "Do you want a private dance?" And I was just like, "What the hey?" So like we went in there.
What the hey? Have you ever been less Turkish? In your
Hey,
life?
can I ask a question? Did she look like a little she looked a little rough?
Yeah, but she didn't look like Scarlett Johansson, dude. Like she didn't. She.
How many sets deep?
I mean, Jesus Christ. She was a nice person. She was very nice. Shut up.
I can say that about some comics in the scene.
Yeah, I know.
They're nice. They're great.
That's like. What's their comedy like? Well, they're nice people.
Great people. They're so friendly.
Are you friends with them? You know. Yeah, no. And it, literally, like we were about to start, and she could tell, like I was like kind of whatever, and then she goes, "Look, I'm sorry ahead of time." And I was just like, "It's okay." And then she finished up the dance. I paid for 6 songs.
What? Well, I mean, $5 a pop, hey.
I felt bad.
Boy, oh boy.
$30, big spender.
3 songs is nice. 6 songs is
Overkill?
pretty, and she knew it.
Dude, she probably did. Because that's why I did it. I felt bad. I was just like, look, obviously.
6 songs.
She apologized. And she made me either. If that was like a tactic to get me to pay more, it worked. Because I felt bad for her. That's why like I was afraid
It wasn't. I can go home being overpaid for funny jokes.
Yeah, which you are.
You can't go home overpaid for look at my naked body. You can only be like,
Yeah.
this is insulting.
Yeah, I don't want to insult
He's
her.
paying to keep me away.
Yeah, that's true. She finished off the dance though. Like
I shouldn't have an extra 10 for each kid I've had.
Oh God, I hope she doesn't listen to this. She's in Montreal. She had like a fake accent. I think she was trying to. I think it was fake. Like I think her name was Tatiana or something like that.
course
But
it was.
Of course it was.
Jesus.
I think.
Tatiana, like I mean, like really, come up with a different name.
I remember Grand Theft Auto 4.
Hey, fucking love that game.
I love-
Nico Bellic. Yeah, no, and then we finished up because like when we were done, she was just like, hey, "Are you sure you want to keep going?" And I was just like,
Are you sure you want? Oh,
no. And I was just like, I think I gotta find my friend. And she goes, okay.
What do you do while you get dance stuff on?
Just get off.
Yeah, you can stop.
What do you do when you're getting danced on? Like,
I almost puked on a stripper
Really?
because I thought I was related to her.
oh my Jesus Christ!
I have a borderline racist no black chicks rule because my dad was a fuck around.
Right. You're never really
So
sure.
I'm always.
You're never really sure.
I got cousins everywhere.
That's
And I went to
Crazy.
Toronto. I went to the House of Lancaster,
Hey, I spent a month
where
there
for
one
like
night.
$5 you will literally get a tit in your mouth.
House of Lancaster.
House of Lancaster, one of multiple
Toronto.
in Toronto. I had a friend buy me a dance from, again, bad sign, a mixed stripper. So as a mixed person myself, I'm like, we're in Ontario. This can't be. So she starts dancing. As she's dancing, she's like, so where you from, Daddy? I'm like, you don't gotta, Daddy, please. I go, I'm from Halifax. I always say Halifax, just because it's what people know.
Yeah.
Better than Sackville.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, Nova Scotia. And I was like, yep. Shut up. And she's like, I'm from Nova Scotia. And I'm like, no shit. And she's like, yeah, Daddy, here you go. And she like pulls out her ID, covers her name, her real name.
Oh shit!
And then shows me the like Canada's Ocean Playground, and I immediately go, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna be cousins." And then I literally just got up and fucking hurled all over the goddamn.
It's like the
shop.
crying game.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I wish it was a dick. If it was an unrelated dick, I'll take an unrelated dick to a related pussy
That's
any
right.
day of the week.
Oh man, nothing like a good old fashioned. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's better the pussy you don't know than the dick you do know.
Hey, I'll.
Insane.
Yeah, no. Strip clubs are interesting. Yeah.
Are they interesting?
Well, I mean, that one time, it wasn't the first time I went, but like I went that one time, and yeah, no. I remember when we finished up, she was like, she apologized again. She was just like, "I'm sorry if I made you feel like you needed." I was just like, "No, I'm sorry." And she goes, "For what?" I'm like, I don't know. And that was it. She was just like, "Okay, well, you should probably find your friend." I'm like, "Well, it's great." And I reached out, and she was just like,
You shook her hand?
I tried to shake her hand, and she's just like, "You don't need to do that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And that was it. That was it. It was a good time.
What do you do as a guy when you're getting a lap dance though? Like, do you
You stand there.
do you make
sit
eye
there.
contact? What do you do with your hands? What
You give them
You
positive
go.
feedback.
what's the situation?
I mean, honestly, you just go, "I hope my dick is responding properly."
Yeah, but you don't
but
say
like-
that. But you don't say that out loud.
Yeah, you don't say that.
Wait, do you want it to respond or not to respond?
You want it to be
As is.
aware,
Yeah.
but not happy to be there.
Really?
It's literally, yeah, of course, you don't want to be fucking fully erect, because then you look
Can
like
you
a
can
fucking...
dudes control that though? What the
No,
heck?
you can't. But
Okay.
I think you can get yourself in the mindset of like, I don't want to be too excited to be here. I don't want it to be like you're in control. I want to be like, hey, we're good either way. So you want it.
I'm very familiar of this type of boner.
Yeah.
I've banged many of them.
Yeah, you want it to
Hard enough. It's hard enough.
acknowledge the nudity,
Yes.
but not be too eager to get on stage. Treat my dick like a headliner.
Hey.
It can perform when it needs to, but let the people know it's ready.
I like
And
that.
that's how you go.
See, now
Goddamn,
I take a
Travis.
different approach where I'm just like I'm fucking 10 hut.
Well, yeah, of course, because they're
And
ready to leave at any moment.
They're ready to leave at any moment, and it's just like you can't. You gotta stay.
Yeah, you gotta go. Well, let's go. Well, the going's good.
Nah.
Oh, you're a lawyer?
No. Yeah, no.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's not like I've gone to a bunch, but anytime I've gone to Montreal, yeah, me and my buddy would go, and it'd be fun, except for that one time where we went to that one
I
place.
hate location-specific dirtbagness.
Dude, isn't that
Just be a piece of shit.
where can I be a piece of shit, though?
Anywhere.
There's nothing left.
You can do it Montreal. You can do it. I'm sure you can find PEI. Dan will hook you up.
Is Angie's still a thing?
What's Angie's?
What is Angie?
Wait.
Angie's, is that not the name of the strip club in New Brunswick?
How old are you?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, in New Brunswick. I thought you meant here. Okay, like it's like thinking of fucking strip club back in the 80s that was big when you were in high school.
Angie's. We want to go to Angie's.
Angie's doesn't sound like a place you want to go
I
to.
know.
Because who was it? Was Vaughn talking about wanting to go
There
to
was one above
two
a Punchlines or
shows?
something, wasn't there?
And that's what it was.
Punchlines had
He wanted
one,
to go to the strip club.
which we didn't end up going to.
Poor guy.
No, it's probably for the best. Not even a tease.
He
Don't
might have died that
tease.
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's my ride home. So
So I gotta look out for number one, eh?
yeah,
Trev?
that's A, brother, from your lips to God's ears.
Here's a weird question.
Go
Do you
ahead.
ever, okay, and this is like cheesy, but like, and I'll ask it to both of you,
Go
but
ahead.
mostly this is for Travis. Do you ever talk to Vaughn out loud?
Not often. I have my moments.
It's a weird thing to ask, I know, but
No, it's not a weird thing. It's a personal thing, but I'm fine answering it. Occasionally, not often. More for him than me. Hello.
oh, man.
That's a weird sign.
That
Like
was
Vaughn
very
took
strange.
possession of that cat.
Yeah, I'll
loved Mindy.
have moments where, out of how he saw the world, where I go, once you're dead, whatever. And then there's how I want to see the world.
Yeah.
It's not how I see it, but it's how I want to see it, that there is something after this.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been 8 years and I'm not okay with never hearing or seeing from my great grandmother again. It's been almost a year and I'm not okay from never seeing or hearing from that dummy again. Yeah. And I will cherish any moments where me and Dan wear the same fucking shirt.
Yeah, happened tonight. They both wore Boys Club.
Yeah, and it was not. We had not discussed it, so I like to assume in those moments, on one sense, that like this idiot was like, I was wrong. I'm still here, and I get joy out of that from a sense of one day being reunited, and also one day just being like, you miserable fuck. I know you hated this. So yeah, I have those moments where, I would like to think there is something after all this. If there's not, then I'll never know I'm wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like,
that's such a good way to look at it.
And that's what I would tell him. I go, listen, I'm not saying I am an atheist, but the fact that I'm not means like, I'll never know if I'm wrong. If I am right and there's something, good. If I do find out once this ride's done, it's done, I don't know. And I'll never know. Mm-hmm. But at least I'll have that hope that like, hey buddy, I'll be like, you see Raw 30 years ago? And that's good enough for me.
That's good. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I will never force my views and my opinions. And in a perfect world, I will die and I'll be able to see that idiot. I'll be able to see my great grandmother. I'll be able to wait for Lauren if I'm. I know.
Lord knows. Let's hope she goes long after you.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Yeah, no, for sure.
And for me, Mindy will be waiting for me on a shit-covered rainbow bridge.
That's the thing. I feel like pets, though, don't have a personality, and then a friend dies, and then takes over it.
Yeah.
That 100% is the big cat right now.
See, yeah. The cat.
Just eating, not willing to offer it up to anyone. Mindy, can I have some of that? Can I eat some of your food?
That's him.
Think about it.
I did it before the showcase because I felt so shitty about my my bomb.
Yeah.
I was like not feeling confident. I just like
Yeah, you mean the bomb you had at District 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
That cat wouldn't look at you.
I was
Kidding.
Just like, Vaughn, can you be there with me tonight somehow? Can you just, I don't know. I was just like kind of talking to him.
How was it? I didn't even get to ask you. How was your showcase?
I really liked it. I fucked up my first joke right away, like almost instantly.
Nice.
And I literally said on the stage, I fucked that up. And Martin laughed a bit.
That's fucking good.
And then I just rolled forward and the rest was great. But I like to think that was Vaughn just being like, here you go.
Well, that was like
Here's a little mess up. And then
the one moment I 100% was like, are you there? Can you let me know? Was like a couple days after he had died.
that's right. The
And
Wire
I was-
song.
Yes, and I was like, can you just fucking let me know there's something? If there is. And then, of course, I ran into Paul Doucette, who was like, oh, there is nothing. Which is like still a great way. Thank you for showing me, bud. But then to be like, hey, man, do you want a shot? Yeah, I'll do a shot. And then the fucking Wire theme song starts playing. Which is like, which is one of Vaughn's favorite fucking shows.
Yeah, I think that was his number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was like, Paul Doucette's like, you want some Jameson?
McNulty.
That was his fucking shot of choice.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, okay, you win this round.
That's fucking
And yeah. And if it's nothing, and if it's pure coincidence, great. But I'll never know. And I love that. I love that I'll never know. Whether that was just to make me feel good or if it was something real. And if it was something real, good. I'll be able to cherish it for eternity. If it wasn't, I get to go into it thinking it was something that will last for eternity. And that's what kind of keeps me sane and normal and not feeling shitty.
Yeah.
You know, I can never not have that thought that like, oh, I'll never see my great grandmother again, or someday I'll never. One time will be the last time I talk to my grandmother. That will be, yeah, that's impossible for me to comprehend, and I'm okay being wrong as long as I believe I'm wrong, because I'm not hurting anyone else. If I die having these thoughts, it's not going to fuck up anyone else. I literally go, this is how I see the world. This is how I'm going to exit it. If I exit it this way, great. If not, then cool. And it's fine that is the most common choice and reason and thing that makes the most sense. Cool. But I'm okay with that.
Would you rather know when or how? That's a question to both of you. When would you rather know when you're gonna die, age, and exactly when?
I don't care how I die. I would rather win. How much time do I got left? It's just like, yeah, you're like up on stage. How much time do I got left? Okay, let me figure out how to close this fucking set. That's basically it. Yeah. So
really
like, yeah,
like that.
how much time do I got left in this life?
I don't
Okay.
know either.
You don't want to know either?
I don't want to know either. I don't want to know how, because then I'll never be able to spend time focusing on enjoying the when. And if I know when, I'm never going to be able to fully concentrate on like the how.
Yes.
So I totally get where you're coming from. But yeah, I don't want to know when, because I don't want to be like working on some magical set that I leave on. And I don't want to know how, because I don't want to be knowing and working on some magical set on when because that's where I'm coming from on both sides.
That's true. But ideally, I would rather neither either. But if I was faced with the choice, I would go with when over how. Like, you know.
With when is good.
Yeah.
I know myself enough to know I'm going to get too in my own head.
Yeah.
And go, I'm never going to be able to focus on the material.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, even with the when, it's like, yeah, I have this much time, but now I know I have this much time. So I'm going to be judging myself being like, do you need to say this on this? Like,
I
guess.
know
When you guys, it's just going to matter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And again, that's because I'm me and I'm my own asshole who's like, I analyze everything where it's like, I know I'm not going to feel like this when I get to here. I don't know. And I'm going to feel like that either way, whether it's a when or a how. I'm literally someone who needs to not know at all and just enjoy this ride as it is.
Yeah.
And then when I die, and when I, you know.
I guess it's different for you because you are really making the most of it, because you are doing things that are pretty exciting right now. But then there are some people who just live one day bleeds into the next. And if they found out that they had a year left to live, then maybe that might inspire them to, you know what?
Do the things they love.
Like, let me focus on, like, so with you, like, you're already like doing it. Like, you know, people will look at your life from the outside in and think like, oh, that's actually writing for 22 minutes and like, you know, doing segments and like doing it sounds exciting. So it's like, oh fuck, he's already living his best life. Whereas there's others who are just like, you know, not doing much. So yeah, I think that they might benefit knowing, hey, dipshit, you got 6 months left. Why don't you go out and fucking do something?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, make the most of this last 6 months. Do you really want to spend the last 6 months sitting down rewatching Breaking Bad for the 5th time? You know what I mean?
Some
That's
people
just
might
what
like that.
And you might.
Yeah, but
It's
fuck.
a good
That
show.
Fly
I
episode,
know.
though.
I just started Better Call Saul. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch
so good, man. Oh my god. Yeah, rewatching The Sopranos. It's still my
Death
number
is
one.
wild. I don't like it.
What? Hot take. You know who might hate it more than you?
I brought it up last night because I was hanging out with people and like it's just something that I think about. I go down really dark rabbit holes with death.
Yeah.
And I recently, and normally it's in those nights that I'm thinking about Vaughn and stuff, and like I went down the death rattle rabbit hole. Do you know what the death rattle is?
No.
It's like the sound, like when someone's like really elderly or sick. It's the sound your throat makes, like when you're about to die.
Okay, and
Reporter mode. Okay, and why?
so yeah, I guess the number one question is why go down that rabbit hole?
I don't know. The need to understand what happens, maybe?
Yeah, okay, but you understand what happens. Now what? You know what I mean? Like, you have that information in your head. Great, God bless. But, like, are you going to do anything with it? Or you just now know that people make weird noises when they die? You ever stop and just think
about what that was like something Brittany Campbell said to me recently. When I saw her at Oasis.
name drop. Fuck, I'm funny.
So the episode dropped too.
We were just talking, and I just love Brittany because she's just so no nonsense.
She is. Yes,
and she just goes, Sarah, have you ever just thought about like not saying your internal dialogue out loud? I was just like, you know what? Good point. Maybe I should say that less. Death Rattle's have you ever seen the Death Rattle thing? Or heard it?
Yeah, no, I've
up.
seen that shit. And I've seen people have done
I don't like it.
Like the legal
Oh yeah.
yeah, where they, just die.
Assisted suicide?
Yeah, assisted suicide. Yeah, I've seen that shit.
It's like,
euthanasia.
Is that kind of similar to like putting down a cat?
No, because it's a fucking human being.
But is it a similar process? Is it not a similar thing?
It seems to be, except
An
where
injection?
the cat goes. Yes, I'm ready. In like a fucking weird European voice.
What? What's the...
All cats are European.
Right, they're all European. Yes, I'm ready. And then
I don't even know if that's European. What are you fucking That's not Puerto Rican.
they'll inject it.
They strap its fucking...
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. And there's the death rattle.
Oh, no.
Man, cat.
Yes, she's ready to go. I've seen that shit. It's fucked.
I don't know if I'd rather like it be quick and unexpected or drawn out.
What, a
Yeah, I
death?
would like to be... I don't want anyone thinking about it.
Chris, look at Chris's face.
Yeah.
Like, why
No,
are you
like
talking about stuff like
because
this?
you hearing it from you, it's like, okay, Travis, he's a relatively level-headed guy. When you talk about death, like, you're not exactly a happy person. You know what I mean?
No.
You're kind of unstable and fucking weird. So why are you going down this death rabbit hole? Because when we
You want
here's
to
the
be
thing.
here for it.
Understand this. Travis and I are leaving at the end of the night, and now you're just going to be left with these thoughts about death
But
and
I
Vaughn.
always am. Whether or not you would have been here or not, I would have
You know
done it
why?
anyway.
Hey, stop looking up death rattles.
Jesus Christ. I watch your stories on Instagram sometimes and I get fucking angry. It was
What?
your behavior infuriates me.
What did I do?
Everything you
Infuriates
do just
What?
Because like I'll look at you and I'm like, I know this is not going to be good for her health, and yet she's doing it anyways.
What specifically? Staying up
Anything that
late?
makes you depressed. You're like, this is so fucked up right now, and then you just do it.
But when I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, like Facebook.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
You have no examples.
I think you know what it is. I think you just bug me.
I'm doing well
I'm
lately.
You are doing better.
I
You are
have
doing better.
Dream job. I'm loving stand up.
Oh, shit.
What? Is this breaking
There's
news?
a power outage during the hubcap shit.
Oh wow.
Cross Canada Comedy Gala technical difficulties. We apologize for the power outage, and we will be sending our recording early in the week.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. Because winds are high right now. We got that storm coming.
But don't worry, the kid got his out.
Should we wrap this up soon? Is there a storm happening?
No, the reviews are raved.
Also, we got a new premiere.
I want to go back to why Chris why I bug you.
You don't bug me, but like I'll see you put up stuff on social
Who's the
media.
new premier?
Okay, what?
Ian Rankin.
Ian Rankin.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Rankins. Fucking hate the Rankins.
Me, Murdy, and Vince are rolling over in our graves.
Yeah, as you should. The auction host.
We love the Mull River
proved me
Shuffle.
that I fucking hate the Rankins. I did a show there.
What?
And it was like after win a dinner with a celebrity. And so the crowd was shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And there was one of the
Goddamn.
I think it was Heather Rankin.
Oh my god! I think she just retweeted one of my tweets.
Yeah, well, fuck her. You can keep that in.
He can try now.
Yeah, he definitely can. He's a single man. Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
man.
during like a dinner for like a charity thing, and like literally midway through it, she's like, "Listen, I've been a performer. I get how hard it is for like a live performer to like attract an audience." And I'm like, "Well, you would think as a live performer you would understand what I'm going through right now and have some respect
That
for
her?
it." That is Heather Rankin.
Yeah, she
That mom haircut.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh, well, you would think as a performer you would be able to understand and have the kind of respect you would normally need for a fucking performer. And she was like, oh, well, okay.
Wow.
And then I proceeded to do my shit, and she was very uncomfortable. And I probably
Could you say that if you were on a stage?
No, of course not. I'm a
That's such a-
shy man off stage.
That's such a fascinating phenomenon.
But like on stage, yeah, if you're an asshole to me, I will fucking come for you.
That's so common for so many comedians. Like they don't like talking to people off stage, but on stage, it's like
Definitely do not.
It's
like-
two different me's. It's very much two different me's.
yeah. Because I would say like on a podcast, you're kind of teetering both lines in a weird way.
Yeah,
It's kind of performative.
Yeah, on a podcast, I'm me, but I'm still
Amplified a little
I'm still the volume is turned up. Yeah. Other than that, like when it comes to like a regular, in that scenario, I'm very much timid and shy and probably not as aggressive as I normally would be. But like, it switches. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what makes me change. But there is some point where I go, fuck you to not fuck you.
That's wild.
There's something about having that microphone in your hand, especially doing it as long as you have, where it's just like,
It amplifies it.
Yeah, that's you putting on your spider suit essentially, and you're just like,
Yeah, you're not going to see me after I leave this area.
yeah,
So I can come at you a little bit more aggressive.
it's true. Yeah, because it's one thing to just be aggressive to somebody off stage and just know that, oh, now they're just going to be there and I'm going to be. Whereas it's like, no, if I'm here, I'm going to be done my show and I'm going to fucking leave. I'm not going to have to talk to you.
And it's it's similar to social media too. Everyone, like that wall of social media, everyone's way bigger jerks online than they are in person.
No, of course. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Wherever you are is where you're coming from. So yeah, if you're an offline person mostly, if you're online, you're going to come at it a little more aggressive. If you're doing what we're doing, you're going to come at it a little more aggressive. It's like, I don't know if you guys watch WandaVision at all.
Oh God, I've never. I've actually never. I've heard of it. I've never watched.
It's a great show.
I believe it.
It's a great show. Yeah, if you're into like the Marvel shit, it's awesome.
WandaVision?
WandaVision.
What the fuck is that?
It's a great show.
It's a great show. Yeah. So it's mainly about Wanda and the Vision of Marvel superhero lore. If you're into
Is this a new show or old show?
it's a new show.
It's
came out
new.
within the last 5 weeks.
Oh, I don't watch things. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're like into like whatever, it's like for the Marvel thing, it's like it's a pretty big show in terms of audience range and like we like this and that and whatever.
Interesting.
With WandaVision, the name of the show, it's pretty great because like they just had a character who's like from. It's so hard to explain. It's so fucking hard to explain.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
So hard to explain.
Oh my god.
If you watch the old X-Men movies, you're like, yeah, I'm on board. And if you watch the old Marvel movies, you're like, yeah, I'm on board. It's a weird combination of the two right now with
This is
WandaVision.
a quick synopsis. Living idealized suburban lives, superpowered being Wanda's and Vision begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems.
Yeah, that does not help anyone
That sums it up
with the whole
perfectly.
show.
Yeah, no, that really paints a whole picture right there.
With WandaVision, if you're like into the X-Men universe, you appreciate it because they brought in a character from that world to the Marvel world, the MCU. and then you care about it. I don't know how to explain it. Fucking Christ.
No.
It's the worst thing
Do
ever.
it again. Start from the beginning.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Oh, God, we have fun.
Tell us your stripper story.
Let
We're
me
not
tell you.
leaving until Chris tells me why he's annoyed by me.
Let's go
back to
I'm
this.
annoyed by most people on social media to begin with.
But what's triggering about
The only thing that's
my
triggering,
social media presence?
the fact that there's a lot of it.
Okay.
And it's not even just
that's fair.
it's not even just you, it's everybody. But like I'll see like
Self-deprecation.
No, I'll start your stories. And I hope that broke.
That's getting there.
That's getting there.
These chairs suck. I really need new chairs.
I'll start your stories and I'll be like, Sarah posted a story. And then I'll see the little hyphens.
yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do it.
I'm trying to tone
That's
back
the only
on
reason
that.
why. Yeah. So when I see that, I'm just like, oh, that's a lot. I can't. And as a friend, I feel bad because I'm just like,
The more
'cause
you post, the more lonely you are. That's fact.
but yeah, well, obviously. But like,
Yeah.
I think that like, I feel bad when I don't click through my friend's shit. But yours, there's so much of it where I'm just
I
like,
don't feel bad about that.
I have to.
but why would you feel bad about that?
Because-
you have a life.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't expect people
I've
with
got
lives.
so much going on right now.
I don't expect
bro.
people like I
Dude, my life's so dope.
I've been trying to post less. I'm very aware of it. And I'm also aware of the oversharing factor and how it's done me
Share
very
what you
little
share.
good.
Well, yeah, I'll see it and I'll be like, when you do get sad and you start posting about why you're sad and all that stuff, I'm like, I've seen you do that before. And I'm like, there's got to be a better way to, help yourself. Like, because like, I feel like it's almost an addiction because you'll like post up something and this isn't just you. It's a lot of people. They'll post up something that's like, I'm sad. Then they get the messages from the friends saying like,
It's
you're great.
the
you're
serotonin that
the
they need.
serotonin you
Yeah,
get.
absolutely.
You're getting your fix.
That's exactly what it is.
So I'll see you do it and I'll be like, you're doing what you usually, and you're going to end up back in this spot a couple weeks from now or something like that. Like I want to see as a friend, I want to see you like, let me see you try something different here.
Well, the solution is, there's lots of solutions, but one of the biggest solution would be to have real life friends, which I don't have many of currently.
Yeah, but
And when I say real life friends, I mean like someone you can really talk about depression with, really like have close, serious conversations with, really confide in, and you don't feel like you're bugging them.
I guess. Yeah.
I have lots of friends, I would say.
Yeah, you do.
But not a lot of that close, like 3 a.m. phone call friend. And so for a lot of people currently, the internet has become that for them. You see it a lot on TikTok, actually. There's a lot of people on TikTok talking about mental health struggles, and they're then creating these audiences that like are rooting for them, and that's becoming their friends. And I happen to think, there's danger in that.
Yeah,
'Cause
when you're
what if-
getting your mental health cues from TikTok,
You shouldn't.
yeah, you don't want to do that.
I think it can be a good outlet, but social media is evil. It's straight up not good, and I'm very aware of that. I don't want it anymore. Like, I truly would love to take a break.
I don't think there's any shame in taking a break. Do what
I did it for 2 days once, and people thought I died. So,
Well, then let them think. Let them think that. It's like you're not You're not dead. You're not
like-
dead. You're not. When you take a break, you're not dead. You're living.
well, or
Getting
you're
out there.
very, very sad, and you feel like people will judge you if you post. I don't know. It's just one. Yeah, it's one of those things. Things will be changing for sure.
Careful, Trav. That might actually break on you.
We're okay.
Are you mad?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't hear about what happened with just me and Travis right now. No, just about the chair.
Yeah, oversharing stopping pretty soon. So.
Yo, do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, like, there are different ways. Like, I think, like, when I watch you do that stuff, I'm just like, yeah, I've seen you do this a lot. And then you end up right back at square one. Because, like, you'll go through, like, a good phase, like, everything's fine. And then you end up right back where you were. And then I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's depression.
Yeah, but what I see is, like, okay, let's see if you can approach it differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk to your friends. Reach out to them at 3 a.m. or something like that. Or go to
I
a
don't have those
therapist, whatever.
friendships anymore. One
Something.
died and one ghosted me. And the guy who ghosted me did a better job than the dead guy.
Well, Vaughn.
Which is very impressive. 'Cause
I got more close. Yeah.
the guy that died on you,
Like, that's the ultimate closure, you would think. Death.
You would think, but it's not. I guarantee it's not.
I definitely used to have closer friendships. But it is what it is. We're all doing our best.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I'm going to be working on this year is being less selfish and less talking about me, more listening, less oversharing, less posting, do things offline. Matt has inspired me to like get out in nature more, go on a hike or two.
Fucking nature.
Go on a hike or two. Look at a tree. Catch a fish.
Fuck it all.
Catch a fish.
No.
I see the value in it. I do.
No, there is no value
I
in
see
it.
the value. My dream birthday weekend.
Yeah, we're out in nature. It's fucking. Look at a tree.
Just the idea.
Do you not like nature?
You've never like stared at a tree and enjoyed it?
Nature. I'm so tired of nature and like, look, this is. Look, breathe it in.
Picture of Vaughn and Mackie coming out right now. You're delirious.
I know. I can't.
Where'd you get the trees? You get the little trees.
You're telling me you don't.
Trees. Little trees, bro.
Hey, Travis, you're telling me you've never gone into the forest to ponder?
No, I've never pondered in my life a fucking tree. Oh, look at the tree. Oh, take it in. Oh God. I'm pondering. Oh, thoughts. So good, so magical. Who gives a shit?
I've zoned out on a tree one time because I was trying to do that. I was like, let me go get in touch with nature. And I just stared at this tree for like 10 minutes straight, zoning out, when you stare through something.
Yeah.
And then when I snapped back into it, I said tree and I walked away. It was like the dumbest moment in my life where I was just like, yeah. I could have said anything else in that moment. It would have been smarter. Tall.
True one. Tree. Tree.
The tree's like, very good, Chris, as it talks in a deep voice.
I don't know. I mean, like, what are the solutions to feeling shitty? Like, I mean, yeah, of course, people say medication and therapy, but like those things. I mean, that's a long road. Number one.
Feel shitty.
Thank you.
Embrace it.
I'm good at that.
Feel shitty. Go, yeah, this sucks. I'm here.
Just don't post it on stories.
I'm enjoying. I don't like it.
I'm only fucking with you.
But I'm here acknowledging, yeah, this sucks.
That's, I mean, yes, 100%. You gotta actually acknowledge that your feelings are real and valid.
Yeah, of course. If you want to channel in and go, yeah, everything's telling me it sucks, but I don't feel like it sucks right now, then yeah, fine, you're right too. But I am just saying, like, yeah, if something fucking stinks, go, yeah, it stinks. And embrace it.
I will say, as someone who does that, more negative responses than positive. Like, if you're someone who goes, how are you? And you say, I'm not doing, like, I had a stressful day, and people will instantly just not enjoy you.
There's moments where I need to go, yeah, it sucks, but he gets me, and I'm okay. And then, yeah, it sucks, but, like, people get me. It's okay. You do need to have those two moments where you go, who I'm trying to please, they get it.
Yeah.
And who I'm supposed to please, they get it. There needs to be those two moments. There needs to be those moments where you go, yeah, who I want to respect me as a comic gets it. And they know what I'm doing. And yeah, who I think audience needs to get me and respect it, get it. There needs to be those two moments between, like, yeah, Vaughn gets it. He knows what I'm doing. And yeah, they get me. They know what I'm doing. There needs to be those two moments.
I like that.
If you don't have those two moments, then you don't have a cohesive act. You don't have that thing where you go, yeah, I'm a pro comic.
Yeah.
This is why I think compliments that are only to encourage are dangerous.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Straight up positive feedback all the time. Yeah. You can't have that.
Like, I mean, like, and I talked about this with Matt again, like, when I started, encouragement wave. So much encouragement.
There's nothing wrong.
I had people reaching out to me who I didn't even think liked me going, you're doing great. Like, good job. You have good energy. And
nothing wrong.
That came to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
Then you just become one.
There's nothing wrong with people being like, yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, keep it up. There's nothing wrong with those people. But you do need those people that when it's not a night where you go, I killed it. You do need to go, you're doing this right. And that is the key. Is that the people on the nights where you don't feel like you killed it, they reach out and go, hey, you did your shit. Those are the people you need to hold on to.
Do you know what my favorite compliment is? Keep working.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great
Because
one.
that's saying you're not perfect yet,
Yeah.
but like there's legs there.
That is someone going, I know where you're going.
Keep working
and you're
at
in
it.
the right direction.
Keep working at it.
And that is such a killer key.
I love that compliment. It's
And if you
not
have that,
biased.
boom,
yeah,
you're good to
it's
go.
great.
Bill Burr, when he started, or around the time he started, he said
This bomb machine doesn't know what he's talking about. You're doing it.
Bomb machine.
bomb machine. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
When Bill Burr started, he was doing comedy, and then sometimes he would go on bomb streaks, and then this older comic one time came up to him, and he was just like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. And that to me is that's the best fucking thing to say. It's like, look. I even Vaughn, there would be some times where he wouldn't get certain comics in the scene, and him and I would talk about it off stage, and he'd be like, look, I don't get it, but I can see that it's working. And to me, that's cool right there. We're just
That's
if you can acknowledge, look, it's not my thing, but look at that.
They understand comedy.
Yeah.
And they understand that comedy is multifaceted.
There's a big point to go this works, this doesn't work. And, no matter what, this idiot's good. Sam is good. Brandon and Durham, if they really go for it, they're good. Barnesy's good. It's
Gusto.
everyone's in their
Everyone
own
has gusto.
levels of shit. You're good. I don't need to worry about. But yeah, it's a weird thing where it's
I don't know. I feel like the defining factor here is the extreme self-awareness and the extreme need to grow personally.
you
Yes.
have to
Evolve
love this
and
you
evolve.
have to want this, and you have to have that evolve. So with him, I see he wants to grow. Albert, he wants to grow. You want to grow. Barnesy, he wants to grow. Brandon, Durham, they want to grow.
That's the growth mindset is awesome.
It's very easy to see these people go out and perform and go, okay, they're trying to hit that next level. There are other people who go, they say they love comedy,
They like a
but it doesn't go past they love comedy.
Yeah.
He goes past it. You go past it. Kyle goes past it. Durham goes past it. Brandon goes past it. They hit this point where it's they love it, but I can't even fault them on what they don't love. Because I watch them and they go, yeah, but I love this part too. And it's very hard for me to be you don't love this part. You gotta work on it. And it's a good thing to have. It's a great problem to have. Where I look at people and I go, they don't care about this.
You can tell, when people don't
I
care.
can tell right away.
Yeah.
I can tell anytime someone gets on stage and I go, they like laughs, they don't like the art.
Yeah, and
That's
how
big
do you
right there.
navigate that?
And that's the thing.
How do you navigate that feat?
None of you can know it. None of you can know it. It has to be me or Vaughn or Dan or someone to look at you and go, if they bomb, they don't give a shit. And that's a good thing. And here's the thing. People think they bomb and go, I care when I bomb. It matters. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you bomb and it matters it matters. That's where it comes into play. Because I can watch someone fucking fail like a motherfucker and go, they're funny. And then I can watch him do his shit and kill. And go, yeah, he knew it was funny. I can watch you do your shit and go, yeah, she's funny. And be fine. But I can watch people do their shit and have it not hit anywheres and have you not acknowledge that it didn't hit anywhere. I can do it again. And they go, they think.
Oh, dude.
The false.
When people don't understand. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have the same thing. So you
So
go.
when people get off stage and they don't understand like why it didn't work or that they bombed, even worse. And then they like you just said it right there. It's like they don't care. Like, you know, they don't care that they like when I see somebody who clearly had a shit set doing shit that I've seen them do multiple times before, and to no laughter, by the way, in the previous, and they do it and they get off stage and they're like, yeah, you know, that wasn't bad. I'm like, don't you want to kill yourself? Because I know I would. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, fucking go home, hate yourself. Like, this is not the way to react. Go right, you fucking dink.
Go
There you go. Hey, language.
cry in the bathroom, run around the block, and then do a podcast analyzing it.
That's right.
That's what I did. I mean, I had an
No,
emotional...
but you process it right.
In all fairness, I had
well,
an
you
emotional
process,
response to my bomb, but like, there was a lot of fat, and I don't want to play I was the only woman in the lineup, but I was, and also I had to sit through everyone else killing and going like, I wonder, and in my head going like, okay, I delivered everything like how I normally do it, and I did this at Beerley's last night. It was great. So what the heck happened? And
Welcome to comedy.
I know, right?
You do the same joke 2 nights in a row. One night kills, next night crickets.
But that's the thing. I had this but it was weird because I had an emotional, physical response. But in my mind, I was going, it's fine. It happens. This is part of it. Accept it. You know what I mean? And yeah, you're right. You listen to it back, you learn from it. Yeah. And I had the showcase the next time and I did great. So like,
yes, showcases, eh? How about that?
showcases.
Yeah.
I was
D5 was a fun night.
Well, I was telling Travis that like I purposely, because when Martin asked me, I didn't understand why.
Yeah, same.
Because I was like, really?
No, you.
What the fuck is she doing?
Kidding.
But no, I truly didn't know why he picked me.
I mean, like, I think it's a good idea in terms of, I think just to get a sense, because, you know, I don't know how much we can talk about it, but yeah, Yuck Yuck is coming back.
Yeah.
And Francois part, you know, he's kind of helping run things, and he hasn't been out to the mics as much, you know, since coming back or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he wanted to get a good sense of the landscape of who's around, who's like, you know,
That's how I took it too.
potential guest spots one day, or like, okay, let me see this. Okay, keep an eye on this person. Maybe
Exactly.
one day they
Yeah.
can do a split middle or something like that. You know, shit like that. I don't fucking know.
It felt
but it's nice. I'm glad it's coming back. Like you were talking about it. I did my showcase. I normally am pretty critical of myself. I walked off stage. I was like, you did what you needed to do.
That's-
Like in my head, I was like, that was a good set.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, you know, it's nice to have like a club come back, because then it's like for the people at my level in particular, yeah, we're trying to work our way to potentially doing like a club weekend eventually. And so it's nice to know that, it's possible again.
Yeah.
You know, so it's nice to have that. That's why I'm really happy with the way this scene's going right now. And
Awesome.
I know firsthand that there's a lot of other things in the works right now. Things are pretty exciting right now. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It was really, really cool to do. And like to just kind of bring your best. Like I really liked that aspect of it. Like bring your highlights.
Yeah.
Which was really, really fun.
And you did 10?
I did 10.
Nice.
I got really good feedback after. Francois talked to me. And one of the best things like I heard was like, you've come a long way. Like even just hearing you've come a long way. Because he would have seen me like when I first started. Back at
I think Francois may
Shoe
have
shop.
seen me once or twice before. But
the shoe shop mics when those were a thing. He was there.
Yeah, but it was like literally like when I was working, like it was at Kai Brady's maybe one time where I was literally doing 5 minutes of new stuff that I've never done. So it's like, you know, That's all you need. Hey, you know, I went up 10 minutes new at District 5 this past, whatever.
Did you?
No. Fucking went up there with like, you know, shit that I know works.
I know.
Yeah. Talk about what you know.
Yeah.
Where I have no idea where the level is of comedy. That
Get back on this mic. What are you doing over there?
He's a Travis is a little toasty right now.
I'm very fucked up.
Can we can close the episode out and just shoot the shit off the mic now?
I mean, yeah.
Let's do that. Let's close this shit out. We're at 2.5 hours. We've broken dead officially.
Holy shit, dude. Fucking chill.
There we go.
Good.
Holy shit, Maker's Mark, baby.
That's it. That's
Maker's Mark. Oh, well, guys, we went places. We had some good talks tonight.
Yes.
Once again, Tattamagush, February 13th. That is tomorrow when this comes out.
Yes. And then
tomorrow.
Travis would have when
12th, 13th, and 14th. L's Bistro. That's where I'm closing it out. If you want to see real comedy, come to L's Bistro.
Yeah.
February 12th, 13th, or 14th. I'm doing 20 minutes. Jordan Foy's doing 20 minutes. We're killing it. I'm the kid. I'm the best at it. So come see me do my thing. If you want to go see comics who are looking up to me and are not up to it, then go out to Tattamagush and you can see old Chris Halef and Sam Bartle and Matt Baker do it. But if you want to see a king do his shit,
Jordan Foisey will be at the L's Bistro show, and you can go watch him do that there.
Jordan Foisey will be at the L's Bistro show, and you'll laugh at him, and then you'll laugh at me because you're like, damn, kid's good. And I'm like, yeah, he is good.
Is it?
So, come see that.
Is it happening on the Sunday night too? Actual Valentine's Day?
12, 13, 14.
12,
yeah.
13,
Okay.
14, so yeah.
I might be done.
So Friday. Yeah.
You can follow.
Oh, yeah. Actually, by the time... Yeah, we'll talk about it off mic, actually.
We're gonna get into it.
You can go see these amateurs bomb. You can see Brittany Campbell do well. And Matt Baker maybe do well. And
Hey,
maybe
Trav.
Robbie Vino do well. And you can see Sarah McClellan do well. And then you can see Chris Halef struggle.
Robbie's not on the show.
But he loves it. And that's what matters the most.
Yeah. I really...
They have 5 Sims in Tattamagush, right?
Wait, they what?
They better. They're gonna hear it.
They're going to hear what?
I said they better have 5 Sims in Tattamagush because they're gonna hear about it.
5 Sims in Tattamagush. That's wonderful. Let's end off on a wholesome note, everybody. Travis, I hope you drop dead tonight.
Oh my god, guys, check out Travis's podcast. Church of Common Sense.
Church of Common Sense. It happens every other week for the most part. Other than that, you can listen to Chris Halef bomb any day of the week. He loves
By
it.
the way, anybody notice how Travis fucking stole my style recently with the fucking denim jackets and shit like that?
Yes.
Hey,
Look
It's
at a
almost like you wore it.
2016 photo, and you will see that I am wearing a denim jacket.
is exclusive to Turkish people. This is the
That's
thing. We call it Turkish tuxedo.
You shave all the donair meat you want. I'm the one winning.
Doner kebab. You're the one winning what? Oh yeah, you're winning. See you at Gus's.
As a headliner.
Oh my lord, you guys.
That's us.
Well, I appreciate you both.
Appreciate
Thank you for talking to me for a long
pleasure.
time on episode 199 of the podcast. And
Happy to do it.
you guys get to bring it together. I don't have to be involved, but you gotta be
Together?
cohesive.
Okay, watch my fingers, and then you can do it.
Oh wow,
Look at that.
that was chaotic.
I still do it so well.
You still do.